was an interesting one. BCJ, we heard from Stacks that he thought you were fried chicken when he first heard of you. I don't even know. Is there anything you want to say to him?
Yeah,
Loh,
but
ini
honestly, it's
siapa
not
lawan siapa
surprising.
dulu, guys?
It pretty much just
What?
further proves my point. The whole point that
Halo ya,
I
halo.
started this whole thing with.
Kenapa jadi accept
we're
bukannya
not gonna
DRX
talk
lawan
about
Leviathan
enough,
dulu
you
ya?
know? You could ask any analyst caster out there, top 5 initiators or flexes internationally. Stacks is on half of them. He might not be number 1, number 2, but he's on that top 5 or, you know, that upper echelon. He's always talking about.
Halo.
And yeah, I just want to give some love to the NA crowd and the NA, you know, scene in general. You know, Vision Strikers, DRX, they have not beaten an NA team yet. They lost to Optic most recently, and then before that, C9. And C9 didn't even make top 8 in this last qualifier. So, you know, that just goes to show how deep our talent pool is. I want to give a lot of shout outs to that, you know, scene and really just get the more media eyes on us. Get the eyes on NA and XZ specifically.
Well, I'll tell you what, you certainly have a lot of eyes on you coming into this, and I wish you guys the very best. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming and sitting down with us.
Thank you.
Thank you, too.
All right, we're going to toss it back over to the analyst desk.
Hey, you know, no argument here, right? Like, you got to continue to talk about XZ, and it would be a travesty not to
Pagi Kaniki, mantap. Wow, udah beda jam, mantap tinggalnya di Denmark semua, mantap. Oke, halo. Ini kok si XZ kok ngomongin DRX? Kenapa jadi DRX?
I thought you were going to ask me to tweet something.
Or you could tweet
halo, dari jadwal bisa berubah sewaktu-waktu.
Yeah, I love actually
ini apa sih? Leviathan atau DRX itu?
XZ talk about bigging up the North American scene is so deep. And then when you hear Optic and
DRX
FNS
Yor,
talk,
anjay.
Jude
Flash.
Listen, I'm just talking facts. The NA teams aren't that
Kalau
good.
Kevin nice
It's
haircut.
so interesting. They're both from North America.
Wah,
and yet
ini.
each of them have such different perspectives on how their
Terlalu
region
tebel
stacks up
kayaknya
globally.
atasnya.
I think everyone has a different opinion.
I still would have another year.
Katanya DRX nggak terlalu pengaruh gara-gara
like
DRK belum pernah ngalahin match dari
bawah.
bawah.
Really make a statement. So I need a bigger sample pool. So give me more of these international events, and then maybe I can do my opinion there amongst the rest.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Of course, folks. For those of you guys back at home, while you're on Twitter, you know, meandering about, doom scrolling as one does, we want your vote in today's poll. And this is a very, very important question. Make sure you use that QR code there. Which, you know, who's going to be popping off today, right? Is it going to be BCJ?
Dafai Cockpit katanya. Hah?
Let's create drama.
Seriusan, Mayor udah tahu Dafai kena COVID, bu ganteng mas Rimuri. Berarti
I have the prison layout tattooed on my back, so Brand was able to break me out.
Kode kena COVID dari mana ya?
Brand's broken out of many prisons in his
Bu ganteng mas Rimuri, bacot, PSG Futilka.
Today, I think you got to put it on
Baru tahu dari Faron
Stacks.
Esports Media.
Big guy buff, but
Iya,
Stacks,
coba
I think, is going to deliver.
And that's why BCJ hates you. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we return, we're going to break down the first match of the day. It's DRX versus Leviathan from the Latin American region. We'll see you guys on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
Apa tadi? Tadi Valorant Esports Media. Dafai dikabarkan terkena COVID-19 hari ini. Waduh. Malam, Bang, fotonya namanya apa? Kiri kanan tipis atau spike? Iya, di IG-nya juga garis 2. Iya, di post di IG story lu di blog Dafai ya nggak lihat. Gue kayak nggak follow nih. Kalis. Oh, dia baru ini deh, baru update. Unluko. Oke lah. Masih bisa. Di IG Dava juga ada ya, bisa-bisa yang ketemu Dava kemarin langsung diisolasi tuh. Bisa-bisa ya pada kena. Mode Cyan Yor. Mana logo official watch party-nya, Yor? Oke, siap. Menurut kalian menang siapa, guys? DRX atau Leviathan, guys? DRX, Leviathan. DRX lah ya harusnya. Udah sayang nih yoi. Bisa jadi pas Mens Fanatic minggu besok diisolasi semua deh. Halo Yor, semangat streamnya malamnya. Thank you Papia, Mamigi. Pengen nonton Access sama Optik tapi malam bet kayaknya. Iya, gue juga pengen nonton sebenarnya, cuman nggak kuat gue kayak. Gue tadi pagi bangun jam 8 guys, gak ada gue istirahat ya cok. Jam 7.45 gue bangun, masuk ke bank. Habis ke bank, pulang, nge-stream. Habis nge-stream, foto rambut. Habis foto rambut, latihan. Habis latihan, streaming ini sekarang. Yor, if you still remember me, gua kemarin ditolak Yor di Telkom, tapi alhamdulillah Yor gua terima di Mandiri ITS. Makasih Yor atas doa-doanya. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Congrats bro, congrats. Mantap. Mantap bro. Besok nggak live, besok siang nggak live guys. Adik-adik, gue mau ke stadion, mau main bola dulu. Potong rambut harga berapaan kok ya? Nggak tahu di tempat gue 85 ya. Aduh, gila. Puyeng, kepala gue puyeng dah, sumpah. Kenapa ya? Jangan lupa ikut Grigi, adik-adik kita. Grigi tuh apa? Katanya main futsal. Bola bro, sepak bola mana ada futsal. Tinggal di mana Yor? Di Jakarta Barat. Halo Mas Yor ganteng, halo. Vlog gak sih? Nggak tahu guys. Besok gue kayaknya abis DRX Levi gue teler kayak. Gila gue bener-bener capek banget.
They are playing extremely good Valorant and they have done for a long time. It's one of our most long-standing rosters. The core's been going back since 2020. But every time they've come to an international event, they've underperformed expectations. People love watching this team. People are fanatical about this team. But they haven't
gila di bawah,
actually
coach,
ever
head
delivered
coach,
a
analis
big
semua di
result.
bawah nih.
There has been a Korean team that made a top 3 result before. Wasn't there?
Bekonde bang, lu kuliah nggak Yor? Udah lulus gua anjir. Minum coba Yor, siapa tahu puyang lu berkurang. Udah. Bang, potongan Madura kah? Dipijit kepalanya bonus biasanya.
Shows up, has some big results.
Tapi gue berani dipijit, ada pijitannya anjing.
Let me rephrase that. Has some results, not the best results, but this time around it seems like he's really finding a rhythm.
I wanted
Malam
everyone to visualize the
pamanir
glow
malam,
up that
kuliah di mana
RB has
lu
had
dulu?
as a
Di
player
Trisakti.
because
Cukur lu
internationally
model
there's
apa
not
Yor?
been the
Gak ada.
prettiest,
Kiri
you know,
kanan
sort of his
tipis,
own
atas
region to
spike.
be nice, but look at this. I put it in chronological order for you all so you understand.
I need
57,
that.
I'm not making this up. I am not making this up. That is him on a raise against M3 champions all the way back in Berlin. Then, of course, they go into Iceland. They go up against Optic, and he
Lu
has
cukur di
one of the
barbershop apa di
worst
tukang cukur
performances
biasa?
on his team.
Barbershop.
Even though they're able to walk away with some good
Jurusan
maps
apa
throughout
teknik
the event,
sipil?
he's coming to
Pijitnya
Masters
dikasih
2
mangga
here,
lah bang.
and he's been
Apa
able
itu
to aim
mangga
the
anjing?
duelist role, which is not something he
Lo udah mulai nih?
played back in the day where he
Gox
actually
juga?
performed.
Oh, belum.
Sometimes even worse, which was difficult. He was
RB balik lagi ke crosshair dahulu kalah bro.
to learn from Rekudin
1-4
and just
2-2.
have this like beautiful anime redemption arc that like you can tell I'm an anime fan. I am all about that.
It's not over yet, though. For me, DRX, they seem to fall off in the big moments. So I'm still looking towards
Apa
RB.
nih?
But
Player
take a
first
look
kill
at this.
versus
All right,
true first
that
death.
top dot,
Apa
all
nih
the way
maksudnya
up
nih?
there at the top
Wait,
is
let me look.
RB.
I'm
So
squinting.
Ini
what
apaan
you're
sih?
looking at right
Above
here
flame
is
player create
a
more
graph
true
of
advantage
first
for
kills
their
versus
team.
first
RB,
deaths,
what the
but with
fuck?
trading
Tinggi banget
taken
dong
into
RB,
account.
anjir.
So the higher up
Gila,
somebody
player
is,
create
the
more
more
true
they're getting
deserve
first
for their
kills that
team.
do not get traded.
Angel,
And the further someone is to
Sachi.
the right, the more they
Anjay.
are dying and not
Berarti
getting
RB
traded. Now
gokil
what this
juga.
means is RB is getting quite
Kalau
a lot
serve
of first
sih
deaths,
gue
but
yakin
over
sih
a
serve, soalnya
third
dia
of
nggak
them
terlalu.
are being traded by DRX. Great team play. And when he gets a first kill,
Yep.
they're just getting an advantage. He is so far
Data true
ahead
using
of
masuk group
everybody
stage.
else. Nearly double anyone
Ras.
else that's made it out of the group stage.
Gokil, gila ya, niat banget lu bikin
And he's got
begini-beginian.
half the real first kills.
Yeah.
So my
RB
point being
gila
that
udah paling kayak
teamwork is
di
excellent,
latahnya
RB
di
is
tinggi
excellent,
banget.
but do it in a playoff game.
Udah
The
gila
great
RB.
thing about it is,
Artinya
well,
apa?
shout out to
Disiplin
Matt, who's
guys
done an
dia.
excellent
Itu dia
job with stats
disiplin
for
loh.
however many months now.
Gokil
I
sih.
do
Dapat
learn
first
him
kill
stalking
maju
on
udah
social
diem.
media. You do a
Kayaknya
great job.
Okay, we
tergantung
admit it.
disiplin sih.
I mean, I gotta admit it. But I love that
Buset,
he had
dapat
to
first blood
make
dulu
the
itu si
graph
RB.
bigger
Iya,
to
terus
include RB. He's like, oh, I'm gonna have to extend that.
Rank
Do-
the numbers on
yeah,
the
just-
y-axis.
Make it bigger. There you go.
RBC Gox, halo Lita, kamu ngapain? Malam lagi.
Against this next team, his opponent, because if there's one team, you know, that's a big old question mark, but could
mau nyoba French Crop atau basket? French Crop udah pernah coba.
Cacat anjing. This is their first
kalau pakai brewok baru keren.
tournament. They scored the #1 seed with a huge surprise win over Crew.
Nah, mode Kevin baru luar biasa.
Josh watching the finals again and just
petik mangga sama kayak cuci kolong.
On their feet the whole time. So they know what it's like to play in those high stakes environments.
They definitely do. And this team has seen it come for a while.
Ini orang-orang udah kayak lagi pada asik.
Anjay.
That's great.
Bringing some swagger.
DRX kuat banget, kenapa nggak pernah sampai final
they
ya?
are underrated, they are underdogs in this competition. Why? Because I always feel like they've been so close
Pemahas
so far.
sabi betul. Leye enak tenan mending French kiss yo. Kita suka lucukan model apa ya?
But then they placed obviously to qualify here first. Last time before that, second miss out.
Cuci kolong apa tuh bang? Nggak tahu lah. Davai Covid sesi ya. Kalian tahu nggak Davai Covid? Gue kasih tau ya, Davai Covid guys. Jadi kalau misalkan dia nggak di stage, jangan tanya gue lagi ya adik-adik. Udah cukup kejadian Jason ya babi.
That's why I rate them so highly.
It's also like an exit story. It's an exit story. It's a guild story. It's these teams that Josh have been just, you know, in the mud, just, you know,
berarti
scrapping away
Peprex
for
yang
such
main
a
di
long
Venue
time
cuma
to just
Aaron
get
dan
to
ke
this
sama Jing
opportunity
ya.
and to do it, to
Bisa
skip
jadi
the
ya,
group
kasihan banget
stages
ya
and make
rasanya
it
ya.
straight to the playoffs could be a curse for them. You know,
Sure, it has been occasionally in the past, but I feel for these guys, it's just so awesome to get that first opportunity, and they've had a long
Davai kok GP
time to
berarti
work
Jason
on
sama
their
Davai
mental
satu
game.
room ntar.
They've
Entahlah.
stolen two
Kok iya
coaches
picture
from
mode
Crew
monitornya pakai
that
model apa kok?
specifically work on the
Standard.
mental game as well.
Standard atau
So I think
custom
these
ya,
guys are going to
lupa.
come out and be ready.
Yeah. And then, you know, to put a spotlight on a player, you know, you can't talk about Leviathan
Tetap kepisah
without
harusnya
talking
sih,
about my boy
ruangannya kan
Taco
isolasi,
over
betul.
here. Of course, because I'm also just a big fan of Taco in general, and I wanted to give him his opportunities, you know, give him his flowers here. Taco's a great player for this squad, Jess, and could maybe bring the heat today.
I mean,
Ya bro, tapi Peprex bisa sampai mana, semifinal atau final? Semifinal, final bisa, tergantung dari mereka juga. Tapi bisa juga yang lain disolasi karena pernah kontak sama Davai, bisa juga. Nggak tahu lah.
Not too bad by any means, but I just love looking at chamber players because we talk about the tournaments of the initiators and tournament of the chamber. We're kind of seeing this is the opportunity
ganteng
to
kali
really
kau,
rate
bah.
the best chamber players in the world right now in this event. So is he part of that top 5? This is his chance to really prove that on the international stage.
Durka came out and put the bar extraordinarily high
Look, he might be #1, but there's still silver and bronze to go for.
Yeah, and Takali is great. And I think the question always gets asked about new players when they get to the
Ini
stage.
Taco Killa siapa guys? Jago juga anjing.
Yeah, well, what if they play even better?
Yeah.
What if they're another Durka-like player where they step out immediately and overperform?
Gua
What if
nggak
they're,
tahu kenapa ya,
Leo
sangat
has been
banget
at this
setuju.
event as well. There are players who hit the stage
Turnamen
and it just
Roman
works
Region
for
tuh
them. And you never know
menurut gua
until
perlu
they actually
di
get in
LAN.
the server.
Yeah,
Somehow,
I'm looking forward to
Jadi
it
tuh,
either way. Thankfully, we did
yang
get an
datang ke
opportunity
Master
to actually sit
nggak
down with
kaget
Verso
untuk
to talk about Leviathan's road
LAN
to
yang itu tuh
Copenhagen
nggak kaget
and what
gitu
it
loh.
means
Ngerti
to
nggak sih
represent
maksud gua?
Chile on
Gua
the
sangat-sangat
international
setuju
stage. Let's take a look.
turnamen region tuh LAN gitu. Biar masuk ke masternya tuh nggak kaget juga kan, sama-sama lah ya, paling ya mental karena lawan luar negeri ya.
Hola, mi nombre es Adverso y juego para Leviathan. Tenemos muy buen teamplay, muy buena comunicación y estamos 100% enfocados en también rendimiento individual.
Menurut lu sistem
Trabajamos
franchise
como
bakal
equipo
jalan
para
bagus
mejorar
nggak tahu.
nuestro juego como equipo. Eso es lo que
Bisa
hemos estado haciendo los
bisa
últimos
karena
6
terbiasa
meses
ya,
como
iya.
equipo.
Apak
tenemos una
at
rutina
least yes.
bastante ardua.
Ya nggak tahu lah,
Trabajamos mucho.
gua nggak tahu lah
Empezamos
gimana.
desde la mañana,
Tapi
11 de
gua
la
ngerasa
mañana,
kayaknya
y terminamos de jugar.
gua sangat
tipo
setuju
10 de
banget
la
kalau
noche.
turnamen
Ha sido muy
region tuh
disciplinado.
paling nggak LAN sih.
Es algo increíble, es verdad. Chile es un país con muy pocas personas, muy pequeño, y no es un país que resalte tanto en los deportes, mucho menos en los esports. Hay muy pocos jugadores que han resaltado en la historia de los esports en Chile. Entonces, poder demostrar que Chile tiene potencia mundial en un juego es algo que está a los ojos de todo el mundo. Y espero que la gente
Iri
también
sama
perciba
SU gua
que
dia lama nggak main
hay
tetap
gente
lebih jago dari
talentosa y
gua.
que se puede descubrir
Negara
nuestra
Konoha
receta
kapan
en
dalan
todo el
anjing?
país.
Kayak tahun depan katanya. Indo kalau LAN seru nggak sih? Lumayan.
Love to see
Gua
that,
sangat,
representation for Chile here at the
gua
event.
mikir
Actually, a little
kayak
soft spot
dengan
for
ada
myself,
lain kayak
because
gokil deh.
my wife's family, some family members are from Chile, so it's actually
Nice.
pretty cool, you know. To
Minimal
see this, and I
apak
do agree,
landah.
it's not something you get to see
Iya.
all the time, you know, especially when it comes to like TAC FPS.
Biar
and stuff. You don't
perizinnya
really
tuh
get,
enak gitu.
you know, the Latin American
Nanti
scene
masuk
to
ke
really
apaknya
thrive
juga,
and be given an opportunity, and here
masuk
they
ke
are doing
apaknya
it.
juga
It's funny that
ini.
you say that because I
Masuk
said this
ke
on the
masternya,
first
sorry.
test, even
Masuk ke
about
masternya
the
biar nggak
Chilean
kaget
players
gitu.
being the most dominant region here at this particular
Tapi mau
Masters.
franchise
I
itu
went
dia.
back, yes, I did
Nggak
nerdy
ngerti lah
things.
gua
I
kalau
looked at
season
all of the
franchise
different,
gimana.
areas of
How dare
players, and I was like, has there ever been a TAC
Palingan
FPS
LAN-nya
event
pas sudah
that's ever
franchise
had
karena
this
udah dapat
amount of
modal
Chilean
tambahan.
players? I couldn't find
Buat
it,
yang
so
nonton,
well
buat yang
done, we
nonton
broke
juga seru
history.
Yor. Iya.
Excellent, there we
Itu.
go.
They're also competing for
Kan
that spot in
siapa tahu
champions.
yang
They need to
tinggal
win
di daerah
one
situ
game
juga
to
One
overtake
game.
crew.
bisa ikut nonton kan
Either this
seru
one
kan.
or one in the lowers, it
Wow.
doesn't matter. They just need to win one. So there is a lot on the line in this match.
Yeah, I feel that. It is going to be
I feel
intense
that.
and awesome to
Menurut
watch.
lo
it all
franchise udah
unfold,
pasti
but we
fix
gotta take a quick
2003 atau
pause for
ngomongin
the
itu nggak?
pause.
Fix
And when we
sih harusnya.
return, we're going to
Fix.
be right back here for Masters Copenhagen.
Leviathan
It's
dari
all
mana
gonna
guys?
continue in just a
Leviathan
minute.
dari
Come on, bro,
Chile.
baby. We see you.
Latam ya? Atau M ya? Nggak tahu lah. Atau Brazil. Latam, lu di Jakarta pas mana ya? Di Jakarta. Ya beli barang-barang yang bagus di mana? Sini bro. Makin ganteng aja Yor. Thank you bro. Oh, halo. Aduh, guys. Gimana ya rasanya ya? Franchise enaknya tim yang sudah dapat slot dapat penghasilan pasti, jadi timnya nggak cepet bangkrut. Lebih enaknya lagi untuk playernya kayak udah pasti dapat gaji yang udah di ini sama Riot. Kalau nggak salah di NA berapa ya gaji di Riot ya? 15.000 per tahun ya. 15.000 tuh berapa? 15.000 kali bagi 12 per bulan 1.250 kali 14.000. 1.250 bentar. Nggak mungkin 15.000 sih. 15.000 kali bagi 12 per bulan $1.250. Kecil banget. 200 juta 515.000 dikali, sekarang dolar berapa sih? 15.000 ya? Kali 15.000, 225 juta bagi 12 per bulan 18. Kok kecil sih ya? Kayaknya nggak mungkin $15.000 deh. Kayaknya impossible. Ada kemungkinan nggak bakal tim franchise playernya nggak cuma 5 orang. Kayaknya mungkin bakal 7 kali. Kayak dibikin kayak gitu kayaknya sistemnya. Ya lu main bola pakai sepatu apa? Sepatu bola lah. Ya anjir, cashback di tokped bayar tiba-tiba GoPay coin melimpah. Gokil ya. Gue kemarin beli apa ya? Gue kemarin beli Secret Lab apa segala macam, semua GoPay coin gue tiba-tiba 1 juta anjing. Bisa akhirnya gue beliin banyak barang buat Gojek lah apa segala macam. Gokil sih cashbacknya. Biar besok jadi mancing. Jadi iya kayak Mobile Legends minimal gaji player 7 juta. Gue pendukung Exet bang. Beli sepatu beli di mana ya? Beli sepatu dulu beli ada dekat rumah gue namanya Specs ya, apa sih? Fisik tau nggak? Franchise itu kayak liga ya Yor. Yes, kayak liga. Jadi nanti yang masuk tim itu 10 tim. Itu udah liga di situ, udah kayak MPL aja. Seriusan bang, seriusan. Sepatu bola yang apa anjir? Masa pakai sepatu badminton? Sepatu bola, gue merek Specs tapi. Tumben gak di tokped? Enggak, kan gue masih coba juga. Tapi kalau misalkan di tokped ada. Tapi yang kalau kemarinan itu gue belinya ada di toko deket rumah gue namanya Fisik. Fisik ada di Tokopedia nggak sih Yor, mau dapat cashback nih? Nggak tahu, coba cek aja deh. Specs batik nggak Yor? Enggak, warna putih hijau kemarin. Ada lah. Tapi kan Valo franchise-nya entry-nya nggak bayar. Iya, makanya itu kan gue udah bilang franchise itu kan bukan dari lu punya tim, lu punya duit sebenarnya. Tapi gimana tim lu? Nggak tahu, makanya gue ngeliat mereka tuh franchise-nya sistemnya kayak gimana. Fans Peprex, tapi pas Peprex main gak berani nonton, apa cuma saya? Gak tahu. Thank you Bang Batak. Nanti Yor ngeluarin produk sepatu Yor Tot. Kalau franchise Sabana bayar Yor. Selamat pagi, Yor pagi.
Yep, there we go. Stacks has been on the international stage before. BCJ.
Pertanyaannya itu loh, masih baru berapa menit gue live 20 menit.
To bring the pre-show to a close. It's time to kick off day 6 of the competition. 4 of the world's best teams.
Franchise cuma di champion atau sama master.
Masters Valorant Copenhagen starts.
Franchise cuma di nggak tahu bro. Gue nggak ngerti sistemnya gimana asli. Jangan tanya gue dah. Siang banyak siang. Katanya bakal ada riot, ada ini ya, ada gun body yang fist bump riot deh. Caranya gimana sih itu dapetnya? Katanya lu mesti upload video ya tentang lu fair play apa sih? Rambut lu bagus ya kayak jamur berduri, yoi.
I mean, everyone knows that Optic's a good team. They're respected everywhere. We definitely want to play Optic at this event just to prove we're coming for that spot.
Playing against NA teams isn't my favorite thing to do. We kind of want to make it to the end with them, but we gotta do what we gotta do.
Before maybe Optic or Alex, it's always a team we can beat. We prove that not a walkover. We're actually gunning for that #1 spot.
It's definitely hard. We gotta continuously adapt.
Mesti install tokped gak sih? Harus dong. Ya rambut ganteng banget. Tarik lah. Koknya accept Optic and why? Gak tau bro. Accept sih. Kalau why-nya gue gak tau.
Competir equipos como DRX, me gusta el equipo. El equipo coreano lo encuentro muy fuerte. Hemos aprendido mucho de ellos.
그러니까 저희가 조금 그렇게 막 좋은 성적을 보여주진 않았지만 저희는 항상 여기 매번 마스터즈에 진출했던 팀이었고. 그리고 이제 모든 팀이
cuma di Tokped ada tanggal 25 sampai akhir bulan.
Leviathan viene más fuerte que nunca.
Gua counter anjing bisa-bisanya.
No le tenemos miedo a los dioses de la BCT.
Main dengan good sportsmanship, kalau pas mainnya bareng sama orang lain bakal langsung dikasih. Sama iya. Optik kalungnya keren, iya. OG. Maaf stylenya kayak fuckboy gitu.
Yeah, baby, it's time.
Ya lu pakai lightning dong biar serangan dikit ada. Sabar ya, gue pakai.
I just got seduced by a video.
Did it go up by like 5 degrees in this building all of a sudden? I was like, what is that video?
Yeah. Moisture under the pits. Oh boy, well, I'm excited, man. I'm just looking forward to this game. DRX and Leviathan, these are, DRX, they're in this kind of like this arc where they're really just trying to prove themselves that they are the team that everyone should be fearing. And then Leviathan has this great chance just to shock the world right here and now.
Well, they also get to automatically be the kings of LATAM just based off how Masters has gone thus far and what they were able to do in their region. But there's also one missing step outside of course, qualifying for champions. It's that if they do win games, they can actually compare themselves to Crew as being the team that can be the kings of LATAM. I don't think you can call yourself it yet because they're unproven internationally. You might disagree.
No, I don't disagree. Honestly, I think you're right there. You need to you need to get the results in the big games when it matters, and that's the same for both of these teams. That's what they're both trying to do: is get big, important wins. And DRX, even if they win this game, people are still going to keep asking the question.
skin yang gratis gak?
Yeah, I mean, something like that is the expectation for this team, somewhere around the 4th, the 3rd place kind of level. They've never had a podium before. Now Leviathan, one of the teams that stand in their way.
Do you think it's unfair?
Ngomong apa sih lu?
Those level of expectations.
Do you think it's unfair how like people have kind
biar
of
auranya nggak serem gitu ya. Ini udah nih. Oke kan?
No, they did it themselves.
Udah nyukur udah dong. Potong ya itu sama saya bilang kasih muka atau tempel apa dong gitu biar nggak monoton.
Looking as good as you do in your own region.
Tempel apa ya? Muka siapa?
They smashed the region. They massacre it.
They didn't lose a map.
They massacre it every single time. If you come out of your region, I said this last time.
Kayaknya kenapa nggak dari dulu? Yor latihan tinju dulu dong. Pengen gue latihan boxing di mana tapi ya. Mahal anjing latihan boxing.
I like raisins as well. Oatmeal cookie slaps, baby.
The chocolate chips
I'm old.
better. And I've said that before because I've
Muka
said
dit-dit
this about
gas.
teams that have
Yoi.
smashed their own region time and time again. They've come into international play and they've played poorly. You can't do that. You must convert. It's something DRX does to a mediocre level, but we expect more this far along down the track for them.
This is also the reason that
ada skin gratis di kontrak. Iya, cuman paling cuman kayak pistol doang. Ayo, halo Jordan. Latihan di belakang lu Yor. Enggak, jangan. Gua lagi sakit anjing nih badan gua semua. Kemarin masih masih recovery bro. Ini lagi gara-gara gym. Ada kan skin dari kontrak yes, WB Yor. Cuma di Tokopedia tiap tanggal 25 sampai akhir bulan diskon gede-gedean. Aja habis syukur PUBG di posisi itu yoi dong. Back layer back lah. Kurang Indomie, aduh gue tuh pengen banget makan Indomie kalau nggak samyang pakai telur, terus pakai nugget, terus pakai sosis anjing. Telurnya telur ceplok, kalau nggak dadar boleh lah. Tapi telur ceplok lah. Pakai nugget sih anjing. Shit. Yor katanya 5 atau 6 bulan lagi ada map baru nanti. Kayak di hutan gitu tuh salah satu setnya isi tenda-tenda dan api unggun. Gokil. Tahu dari mana lu, bro? Lu udah kayak ini aja lu. Perawang masa depan lu kata. Pakai kerupuk Yor, udah pakai canceler. Iya, kalau nggak pakai canceler harus sosis kan anjing.
Is this right? Like production has been.
Yor baru member PARTY ada yang kena COVID lagi si Dava. Iya, gue baru lihat tadi. Dava COVID juga kan Yor, iya. Pendongeng handal yoi, pemburu leak kayaknya dia.
The brilliant minds of countering and you're at one end of the spectrum or you are
Gokil.
That's it.
Gue yang ngedesain mapnya soalnya asik.
Really fun to watch on Breeze, so that's going to be a nice
Siap
more defense-sided ascent, or at least
siap bro, siap.
Things ending on Haven, which is always.
Ini menang mana nih? DRX. DRX selalu pick attack ya, nggak mungkin nggak ya?
I just can't get over this ascent pick.
DRX tuh selalu pick attack ya.
There's been times in my career, I don't know if you've ever done a GB, where I've sat there and I'm like, I think we can counter this team. Like I think their set plays and their
nanti di stage cuma bertiga, Peprox bener juga.
And I've got enough VOD of them that I can turn
nah gini loh, ceria kan enak ditonton. Bacot, BABA, COT, cot, bacot.
But DRX are playing multiple compositions on ascent as well.
Sure, but maybe you've prepped that.
DRX lah ini, gue yakin 1000% DRX sih.
Maybe you sat there for the week and was like, we can do this.
They've got to come out with fire though. They have. If
you're picking ascent into DRX, Covid gara-gara lu ya Yor. Iya siap.
Straight out of the gates.
All right, that's fair.
Pasalnya gue di Jakarta, di Indo, gak di Copenhagen. Kenapa jadi gua nih?
We're going to take a quick break, all right? Because after the break, we're going to meet the players, pick some agents, kick off our first map of the day. It's going to be exciting. You don't want to go anywhere. This is VCT Copenhagen.
Pinggirnya nggak di fade rambut lu Yor. Nggak tahu sih kayaknya. Ini fade nih. Lumayan muka lu sekarang bersih gue kotor yang babi. Pinggirnya enak. Itu berarti dua lu cepet ke Copenhagen gue PMA babi. Asik. Meja Secret Lab tuh berapa sih? Mejanya Secret Lab yang Magnus itu berapa duit ya? Itu belum dijual di Indo ya? Fades medium no dia mantaunya. Di emang ada M series di Valo apa ya tuh di paling atas ya? Davai Pro 5 Aero juga ya York kayak Jason mungkin. Cakap ya tau IG-nya nggak? Siapa? Yang mana? Yang tadi. Baru gue tahu anjing. 5 juta di mana di SG? Keyboard HyperX-nya bagus banget. Gue entah kenapa ya, dulu gue pakai HyperX tuh yang alloy yang mana ya? Yang alloy yang full size. Itu 5 orang direka pakai itu, 5-5-nya ada yang double click, triple click anjing. Keyboardnya ya. Lagi positif thinking malah dikatain babik, binatang. Emang pada kagak vaksinnya HyperX? Ya kan vaksin kan belum tentu lu nggak kena. Vaksin itu kan jatuhnya kan lebih ke arah apa ya? Mencegah biar imun lu lebih kuat sama after effect dari COVID-nya bisa dicegah gitu.
DRX and Leviathan as they get ready to take the stage.
Jir dah ke G102. Kadang ada ghost keyboard HyperX. Jadi judi enggak lu ya. Judi enggak lah. Mau ganti meja ya? Kagak, gue mau nanya doang. Soalnya gue kayaknya keren dah anjir. Keyboard HyperX emang sering banget double click, triple click. Iya anjir. Vaksinnya mencegah mengurangi resiko kena plus lebih mudah sembuh. Yes. Bukan langsung nggak bisa kena. Iya, temen gue si Rafael aja NWJ vaksin udah berapa? 3-4 kali masih kena anjing. Leviathan tim dari region mana? Latam. Meja mending beli Udes. Aja selalu Udes mantap. Yang penting vaksinnya di Indo aja nggak perlu tes lagi kalau udah vaksinnya dia aman. Apa gara-gara Secret Lab tuh jual nama ya? Jadi mahal gitu anjing. 5 juta tai. Ini gue beli Informa sejuta udah cukup.
Works. Oh man, all right, well the teams are getting ready to take their stations as we jump into this clash of regions. The number 1 seeded DRX from Korea versus the number 1
orang yang kena COVID aja bisa kena lagi. Iya,
Latin America.
Jadi Valo mana gue tahu anjing dari optik lawan Exet yor. Optik lawan Exet kayaknya menurut gue menang Exet tapi 2-1. Tapi gue nggak tahu sih LAN-nya Exet tuh gimana. Bisa jadi optik menang karena di LAN. Jadi kelihatan gitu. Yang jago mentalnya tuh yang mana. Barangnya murah yang mahal mereknya. Iya anjir kayak tahu lah. Pernah COVID yor. Gue jujur gue nggak tahu. Sebenarnya pernah kena atau enggak. Tapi yang selama ini yang selalu gue tes, misalkan gue pergi tes kemana-mana itu masih negatif. Amin lah masih negatif. Bang nggak giveaway monitor. Duit gue nggak sebanyak itu bro. Except Cryo Optic A. Secret Lab itu Apple-nya kursi. Bisa dibilang iya. Padahal ini produk tuh dari Singapura loh guys. Ini tuh dari Singapura tau. Padahal dulu tuh paling imba tuh DX Racer gak sih? Paling imba sebelum ada Secret Lab. Di mana-mana pakai DX Racer. Sekarang udah beralih bro. Secret Lab semua anjir. Aduh pengen banget punya Secret Lab yang kayak gini. Yang kayak champion master gitu-gitu dah. Sehat-sehat ya, thank you bro. ST-Racing, ini ST-Racing juga, ST-Racing tuh buatan Indo tau gua. ST-Racing tuh Indo, kalau DX Racer itu luar juga, di Thailand juga. Lah iya gak jadi Korean haircut, enggak lah. Gak cocok gua rasa. Pasti ngecek Herman Miller kalau kursi ada yang collab sama Logitech. Itu kan si Slot kan, tau gue. Yang dipakai Slot kan.
DRX go for their more usual,
Itu
more
mahal
recent,
boy,
let's say,
30 juta
Jet
nih.
Killjoy approach. So they know how
Tapi
this
katanya enak
differentiator
banget
works, and Leviathan are gonna try and beat them with it.
SRS-nya murah deh,
That's
SRS-nya
bold.
mahal dia yang
This is
dipakai
great as well because
YouTuber-YouTuber.
Marco was playing the
SRS
open.
itu dulu gue ingat banget 3 juta,
So, if you
di
were
SRS tuh
expecting an
4
omen,
sampai 5 juta.
and you were big brain power play counter plays,
Kalau bangku
well, you've
desainnya
got a new thing to take on
mayan
board
your
now, and
secret.
I don't know
Ya
how much that
lumayan
is
sih,
the
memang kan
strategy
ada
of
Harry
counter
Potter
strategy,
dan
just
lain-lain kan.
sort of concoction
Cie ada
from
foto robot
jumping
yoi.
into this game.
Yeah, I don't think it'll shift things around too much, but
Secret
Michael
Lab
has been
kualitasnya
playing
gigi,
fast
barang
control
Singapura nggak perlu
He's
diragukan
just
si
such
Yori.
a good controller player.
So good.
He's
Tapi
gonna
emang
immediately
ya
go to the
oke
Astro
lah,
and
enak
be
lah.
fantastic with it.
Yeah.
He's gonna just flow with it right away. I mean, honestly, I'm just looking forward to this.
PC turnamen speknya apaan ya, orang nggak tahu.
It is time. I believe our casters should be ready to go. So, you know, if you want S tier commentary, well, you are about
Malam
to
star
get
malam,
it,
yoi
folks,
30 juta harganya
because
garansi
our two
10 tahun.
casters
Gokil,
are
garansi
standing
10
by. We got
tahun.
Panty and High
Kursi
Pog. I
gaming
believe
yang
they're
awet
gonna be
apaan
sending it
yor?
over to them. Not
Secret
ready.
Lab.
Never mind. I think High Pog
Kayaknya.
has something in his teeth.
Paling enak kursi
So we'll
Lion
go ahead
Star.
and get that sorted out real quick.
Lion Star mah itu
See it on the
mah
screen in the
kursi
side here. Got this
lu
whole-
makan bakso di pinggir anjay.
A lot of mangoes.
Mangoes, they get stuck in
Pakai bangku mobil, mending kursi pijit ya pijit manja.
Did you make that up or is that legit?
No, it's
Ayo dong,
very
mulai
legit,
dong.
very legit.
He
I
just
feel like
says
you made
things
that up.
and he says it with so much conviction.
DRX yo,
that I
DRX.
believe him, but he's
Gokil
scared to
Ardi.
be wrong in so many ways.
Yor VCT Indo besok bakal offline nggak? Nggak tahu. Pengennya sih offline ya. Pengennya pengen tuh kita offline ya adik-adik. Gue juga pengennya offline.
I think that's pretty
Biar seru
reasonable. And
gitu.
also one of the big duels that's going to happen is RB on attack with a Jet versus Takalea.
Leviathan lah yor. Biar dulu nggak sih? Ini cukuran model Blade yor, bukan. Ini cukuran model WIB, 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 IB, IB, IB. WIB, cuma di Tokopedia tiap tanggal 25 sampai akhir bulan diskon gede-gedean sepuasnya bisa di Tokopedia Indonesia belanja di Tokopedia. Duh jadi pengen Red Bull. Aduh jangan bro, malam-malam ntar lu gak bisa tidur bro.
Well, potentially one of the most alpha moves we've seen in a veto, to be honest with you.
Sure, that's one way to put it.
Cukuran gua tuh ini gara-gara nggak pakai wax sih. Ini atasnya spike, kiri kanannya digradasi gitu. Tahu gradasi nggak sih kan? Apa ya yang tipis ke atas lama-lama itu lah kayak gitu. Salah.
Yeah, and even then you go into, I guess, the prep question of, okay, well, there's plenty of tape on DRX here, but does it really work out? Regardless, I like
Anjing nggak
this
kena.
proactive play from Leviathan. That's
Bisa
not
nggak
bad at all.
kena
Gonna make
anjing.
DRX have to consider a couple of things. There's already Taco's done well to find Marco. You see, that was a slip back. I thought he was going to fall away on shore, but he's actually re-aggressive. There's a double stack here. This is starting to work.
Waduh.
Perfect start.
Langsung di ini jir, langsung di push.
And I mean, one of the things I was going to talk about, DRX is actually a pretty easy team to prep for. The difficult part is actually executing that, right? Testing the strength of this default. So this is a good indicator here in the pistol round. A little bit of aggression outside B main, but it's fully invested. They follow through 100% with it.
Now, I do want to then segue that slightly into the question of stylistic matchup, because again, to me, teams going out of these regions, they're pacey, they've got...
Asik, mereka nih udah dapat vibes-nya nih. Ntar kalau udah di comeback langsung beda vibe-nya. Vibe-nya langsung beda, berubah wajahnya bro. Ini udah dapat nih have fun-nya nih. Berapaan potongnya yor? 85? Taper sampingnya tapi punyamu jadi fade yor. Iya di fade. Apakah coach buat screen nggak tahu. Seberapa karunya coach ke gameplay yor? Ya tergantung juga coachnya lah. Tapi ngaruh ya pasti ngaruh. Bang, kursi gaming yang mahal gitu ada pemanasnya nggak sih? Nggak ada lah, kocak. Kayak gitu lu cari aja lah kursi lain lah, kursi pijet kayak apa gitu. Gua ambil minum malah beres, kocak. Pas di comeback mukanya tegang kayak gue. Iya anjir.
And I kind of want to take the conversation bigger picture, right? As of course we're going to take pause.
We got time.
Thank you, everyone, for this. It is now in my contract that we need to waffle for at least 5 minutes. I do want to talk about DRX and expectation, right? Because I think they're a team that we constantly talk about. Oh, they're great. You know, you look at them on paper, you look at the performance coming into every event, you're like, fantastic. Now they do well regionally. They pass the eye test. But then, where do you think they should be now?
Kenapa Brazil dipisahin dari Latamnya? I don't know, man. Coba tanya sama Riot.
I mean, Josh kind of echoed it perfect. I said it's a
Live menang nih kayaknya chamber mereka lumayan yang jago itu si ini kan.
If DRX can come in,
Aduh nggak tahu deh.
Potong
rambut di Asgar bang. Asgar tuh apa sih?
But here, honestly, I think this is potentially at least
Asgar
early
tuh apa ya?
one of the better forms we've seen them in international events. So if they can continue with this, things don't get sloppy, you know, slow things down a little bit. I got a lot of hope for DRX, honestly.
Again, thank you for your patience on that. We are back in the
Asli
game,
Garut.
Hopefully no more
Asal
slowing
garap,
down the pace.
asli
So I do want
Garut.
to see how this goes and
Oh, emang kenapa kalau potong rambut di Asgar itu jelek gitu ya? Set. Oh iya nih yang jago si Tako Kila nih. Gokil nih orang, sumpah AWP-nya asli. Gokil. Langsung bisa AWP kah anjing? Asgar itu yang potong asli Garut yang biasanya di pinggir jalan harganya murah. Oh, baru tahu gua. Jadi menurut lu Sentinel next VCT bakal outplay nggak? Isinya pemain aim keras semua. I don't know, man. Lihat nanti aja, bro. Kan ada Maduratna, ada Asgar. Itu bahasa-bahasa dari mana, anjing? Maduratna tuh apa, coy? Gila sih.
Potential here to challenge. I mean, with where these stars are placed, he might even contest this A main orb.
Might see Taco fighting for this, and it's commitment to this aggression. It's not just posturing.
Look how deep they're pushing.
I thought this again holds for a second or two. Has to respect the flash. And
anjing, coba dia ambil orb ya, dapat AWP tuh.
This is really good Valorant. And I know that sounds stupid to say, but to see it done against someone like DRX, it's really quite refreshing. But this is the early work, right? This is the groundwork to create a really nice round. But again, DRX are very
kan
good.
Ada kalian tuh kurang, kamu yang pakai India itu your buset.
Itu
asli nggak sih? Gosong nggak sih rambut lu? Kan rambut kan kalau dikena api kan langsung hilang ya. Kayak misalkan bulu kaki waktu itu teman-teman gua, kayak kita isengin teman-teman gua dipakai korek gitu, langsung hilang anjing. Masa kok rambut nggak hilang ya? Tempat cukur Madura the best sih. Itu maksudnya gimana sih Madura itu? Kalau di daerah gue pangkas, bukan sebutannya bukan pangkas ya, pangkas rambut ya. Kalau di gue sebutannya pangkas loh, yang kayak di pinggir jalan yang 15.000, 10.000, pangkas. Ada pangkas barbershop salon.
Perfectly with a smile. Taco now hits the swing and he
Gila.
gets it. That's gonna be
Buset.
That's gonna be Obsessed now gone.
Buset nih orang, jago banget anjing. Hah?
15 seconds and no way forward. Marco and Buzz just have to watch that clock rot. This is stunning work.
Yo itu gaya rambut apa? Atasnya spike, kiri kanannya tipis. Di mana-mana tempat cukur Madura cukurannya keren-keren. Gokil bro. Trennya udah jadi Ghost Rider. Iya anjing. Ada duanya kali ya orang. Lu cukur di barbershop, iya barbershop.
That's really brought me on board.
Like I said, if this trend continues, DRX is very, very good at adapting to certain teams like this, but setting the precedent earlier.
Kenapa nggak basket? Basket tuh kayak gimana sih guys?
Gua coba. Not too far from now, as you can note on the screen, champions could be.
One win and they secure it. What?
Yeah, that's something to put in the back of your mind. Absolutely. Just
and of course, it's versus DRX though.
Anjing basket kayak gini. Ini mah cocok kalau ada brewok.
Everyone getting into your group. Okay, who's our first game? Who do we get? Maybe a nice opponent. It's DRX.
Anjing kayak gitu mah cocok kalau ada brewok sih. Gokil sih kayak orang-orang bule gitu. Brewok gitu. Ini mah keren anjing kalau misalkan lu ini. Ini mah gua nggak cocok tai.
So we're already starting to see glimpses of that very early on here, sitting at 8-1. Bear in mind the combined has been just running rampant around this map.
I think he's just explaining exactly.
Ini basket
I like
kan.
that. That was very technical. Thank you.
Tuh, keren anjing kalau ada brewok. Bangke, gua pakai brewok udah kayak abang-abang tai.
opportunity with the dash onto site inside the cloudburst.
To block your apa lu? To block tuh apa? Kalau to block apa?
So nobody's able to push past that. The second smoke comes up in the choke. Like I said, that slow field pretty much deciding the round. It's so late on. It's past 30 seconds.
Anjing, kalau kayak gini mah to block mah gua harus panjangin ini ya, harus panjangin apa? Rambut.
Kind of reflect on this, and it's certainly taken me out of my comfort zone. I very much expected this to be. It could have been the same scoreline, but not in this fashion. I think is what's caught me off guard here. The DRX coming in a little quiet. It's the first 3 rounds, but again, just the look as to how responsive, reactive Leviathan are really looking like they're in this game.
I guess to play devil's advocate
Itu pun gua nggak suka. Gua langsung cukur.
That's a big question mark.
You look towards this on Leviathan's defense really to make something work and
sekalian bahas rambut pro player yor. Ini kalau Korea gini apa nih? To block semua. Kalau Korea yang ini kayak stacks gitu apa? To block. Apa mulet? Lu kalau ngomongin banteng tuh gue jadi inget banteng dulu anjing. Tank. Nice kill tank. Nice tank. Anjing dah. Itu yang membuat temen gue namanya Agil redup anjing.
And for DRX, I'm curious how their prep was coming into this game as well.
I mean, statistically, the 2 win conditions here.
Korea rata-rata koma atau 2 blocks. Temen gue namanya Rosel dulu redup gara-gara banteng anjing. Temen gue satu lagi namanya Alto. Kalau kalian tahu Alto somplak. Namanya apa? Pensiun gara-gara dia anjing. Kagak gagal 2 kali anjing.
But basically taking away the strongest win conditions here.
Tank. Satu si direm tank. Oke, nice tank.
Exchange and Taco gets caught. Okay. Let's be careful on this one now. DRX starting to go through the motions, trying to work this one out. A little fumble here and there, but it's not like they're not being proactive on the other side of the map. Keep your eyes towards this. And just a little motion. A look! And a kill. Marco's gone. And little do they know, the spike was on this side of the map. That proactive play to reset the 4-4 is huge.
Wah, butuh tutor setup fed bang Yor. Ntar gua ajarin dah.
Need some support. It's so risky now. He's lost so
Gak
much of the
bisa
angle.
lah, lu mesti pick lah.
Now support on route. This is gonna
Kayak
be
gitu, minimal
almost certainly a post
bunuh
plant
satu
now.
aja dah, alhamdulillah. Daripada lu cuman nunggu lu disamperin.
Buzz up towards Cat, looking like first contact and gets proactive himself. Takes the fight, but the trade comes in. Again, this is still a 2v2. Utility left for King. Gonna make things a little bit trickier for the people back by Bauhaus, forcing Stacks into a very unfavorable situation. And now the 1v2. Zest.
Tunggu Zest, bisa Zest.
Does he find King? Waits for it, and King gets his crown. Leviathan carry
You said yang namanya King banyak banget dah. King dari India ada ya, kalau nggak salah ya. King dari India, King Korea, King, Kwong King, Adrian King, Blast King, buset. Ini kayaknya semua orang pengen jadi King. Who is the best King? Who is the number 1 King? Who is the King of the King? King Kappa, your King.
But it's such a curious thing. Normally, if you lose that first kill, right? Traditionally, people on the attacking side will hit the brakes and look for you to try and even it up.
Gue ganti namanya lah. Nice. Vamos. Puta mierda.
Puts DRX in such a bad spot because they've exploited that stall so long. So it's nice
Cekur
seeing them
nih.
in full circle here.
Jengking, bebek packing. Asal murah Nick Ior dari mana bang? Dari nggak tahu bro. Vamos. Udah puta mierda.
I mean, DRX for me are one of the best teams in terms of looking at how they use utility in some of these executions. It is ridiculous to watch.
Kepiting.
That will be the second test for Leviathan.
King Kong.
You're absolutely right.
Badannya besar, tapi aneh, kakinya pendek.
Experienced teams and coming in from regions where you or just having.
Gila, gue kalau minum Red Bull guys, gue tuh kalau misalkan tanding, gak bisa gue minum teh, gak bisa minum kopi, gak bisa minum Red Bull, gak bisa minum Krating Deng, gak bisa minum kayak gitu-gituan. Getar tangan gue langsung. Itu terlalu gila bro. Gue masih minum air putih gitu. Paling enggak kalau misalkan lagi stres banget, makannya coklat. Langsung deg-deg iya.
typically where you see an Odin, but
the spam could have been nasty if they actually fell back further.
Again, DRX do stack up here. They're notorious for playing somebody inside tiles and Buzz usually just outside B main to control any aggression.
And what a really compressing thought of how red DRX are going to feel in this. If they're already bringing out this sort of very tailor-made look to them, almost bespoke to dealing with DRX. That's something to be playing on the mind, but now it's paused. It's hit the brakes. Maybe try to punish some of the aggression we've seen from Leviathan mid to late round. But DRX is still in the attack. They eventually do have to hit the side.
Kenapa mereka nggak ambil yang monster ya? Kalian tahu monster nggak sih? Monster, tahu nggak?
And again, look at just the precision of this utility use.
But in all the madness, not a kill coming in just yet. RB still looking through, and Adverso still looking to make contact. Taco tucked towards the back of the side. There's the support he needed. Buys more time, but 2 more make to the side. He's spotted more. Taco, this is so precarious, so dangerous. Players to left, players to right. Finds one more.
Gila lu. Gak mau dibunuh lu. Gak ada yang mau bunuh backside-nya, kelamaan anjay. Wah susah nih DRX nih.
But Marco has to divide them. Divide and conquer. Spots Taco towards the back by Boathouse, but King now finds a better position. Nade goes up, he has to respect it. Marco's still looking for something. 10 seconds now. Taco's just trying to get out of there, give nothing away, keep his attention drawn. Oh, he gets 1. But 1 is not enough. As Leviathan are holding on. These boys brawl. Gue pikir lu tag bentet anjing.
I mean, the timing of that as well to swing through, like I said, prevent them from even getting
minum SMJ aja ya biar anget.
and setting up for a
SMJ tuh buat apa sih guys? Buat kuat ya?
I think I said Verso swinging through with the Odin at the right time here. How long does Taco live here, not feeling any pressure whatsoever, and he still finds a kill?
So look at the bailout.
Yeah.
So good.
I mean, this is almost.
Videonya resonya apa tuh guys?
Quickly, around 6 now. DRX broke once again. Sheriffs and a Marshal thrown in here. Ultimate's online, but
guys,
usually at the point where
tadi
DRX
apa guys?
Pretty firm grasp on the half.
Guys, videonya Taco Killa apa guys? Kalian boleh tanya nggak? Boleh kasih tahu nggak? Videonya Taco Killa. Videonya apa? Resolusinya berapa?
Down to 50, but can back away with his life, but now has to be careful. They don't springboard in over towards Tree. DRX are stacking up towards this. Looks like an A crunch. Nice little pop flash. Doesn't quite catch him. Oh, it's a shutdown. King's good for it. Flexing a little now. Cleaning up on the anti-eco. And it's lovely work from Leviathan. 6-0. This.
Tahu Killa, iya.
Let's roll it back to the start.
Resolnya berapa bro?
Love to do it.
Asih enak yor. Apanya?
We're all worried.
Well,
it's DRX's home.
I'll roll it back to the start.
Hit me.
It was the most alpha move in the veto. Now looking like one of the most alpha approaches versus DRX here on Ascent. I mean, there's very little going wrong for Leviathan right now.
Everything's going right. They look so well prepared, individually, fiery, proactive. They're a scary team. Like, I'm actually a little...
Anjing, masa DRX dibantai kayak gini? Hah? Gue pikir DRX bakal ngebantai loh, anjing.
They're into the buy and Taco's going walkabouts. This is...
Just so aggressive.
I love it.
They pay no respect to the utility usage. Like early on in this default, they respect none of it.
Zero fear of the name. You're facing DRX and Leviathan.
RB bunuh 0 jir.
They are coming into this like champs.
Look how active Taco is as well. He's straight back over to
ini DRX-nya lagi nggak dapet kah?
The second leg of this.
Coach Katop Miracle. Polling suaranya 82% DRX. Tadi 90% bro. Ini sekarang udah pada turun nih semuanya. Korea emang lemah map Asen gak sih? Nggak tahu. Gua emang dari dulu waktu kita sparring lawan Asen, Asennya DRX kita berapa kali kita kalahin sih. Emang kurang kayak Asennya DRX. Tapi banyak hal yang bisa kita contek anjing dari dia. DRX tuh. Tuh, lu lihat apa-apaan begitu. Untung Bas bunuh 2 anjing.
Yet to be checked, the smokes have kept him somewhat safe. The grand reveal should be any second now. He's biding his time. They're walking into a trap. He spotted RB, but now the problem's he's been noted. Good work in the end by Marco to just clear that out in a 2v2, but Taco on the way as well. Timing is everything for this man. He's so quick to it. He's just spotted the heels, drawn in closer, biding the time. It's a shot in the back of the head. The lockdown comes in. They've got to know where Buzz is, but one by one they peaked, and almost one by one they fell. But they hold their nerve, they hold the round, and they stay flawless in this.
I mean, even there, it was never going to be a pretty round win for DRX if they were able to get that across the line. I mean, you look at this, and each round Leviathan, they're switching up positions. There's a different agent in a different position. Every single round starts. DRX learn nothing, and they're 7 behind now.
DRX ngapa-ngapain salah, iya.
Wow.
Mike! Oh, look, I think most of us on paper looked at this and went, right, DRX have all the tools they need to pull this off. And then one man, Taco, didn't really like that concept. This guy's putting on a show for us. We might have a showman amongst us.
Vamos!
Your memory.
Tapi kalau misalnya sendiri emang gak seagresif.
Bear in mind, RB is currently
Bas nabok
James
meja,
Bonding.
emang iya.
Stacks 1 kill, and normally I don't
ini
talk
gila
about kills like this
terbantayut,
really matter,
guys.
but it's 7-0. It matters right now, and once again, Taco in the right place. Operator locked to hand. Just steps away from potentially more devastation. Found this time. Stacks gonna find it. Sight now open, there's still one here. Melza's amongst them. He slipped the net. He's right in between them all. Spots him out. Advance's got one. Living and thriving in the chaos. Leviathan are not going down without a fight. RB needs to come alive here. Push it a little further forward.
Finally, RB bunuh satu, anjing.
Plant coming in now.
Got to set up comfortably here. At least the drone going to spot out one. If Vertigo find this kill, the spam comes through. RB responds, but no progress made yet.
No, they need to temper the pace now. Bring this back to that realm of reality. Shy though. Oh, takes it away. And this is unreal. Marco needs to get clutch in this to try and get one on the board. Tap on the spike. Versa trying to draw the attention, trying to draw Marco out. Gets it to halfway. Taps it again. Sits on it, finds it, Marco. Ice cold there.
Wah gila bro, apaan dah anjir, apaan sih?
They needed that. And it still was a 1v1.
Gila
again,
dah.
It's not the sort of round that really benefits them. They can't really build any momentum behind.
Panda.
The ultimate cycle way off pace here as well for DRX. Finally, Marco able to get Shy. Again, just no respect to this Nano Swarm whatsoever. It's just like, yeah, I'm still swinging you. And gets 2. I mean, the pacing is completely off here for DRX. Some of the fundamentals that usually look so strong for them.
Kencana.
See what they can build off this first round.
Right, do it again. You can hear it. Operator out. Taco has to back away. You can see now, DRX are trying to take that space.
Still stood in the reveal, by the way.
Of course.
Fully committed to a shot with a tour
Oh yeah,
de
he's
force.
waiting. And he's back here again. Didn't take him long to...
Kencana kereta, Sibal Seki. Mereka baru berhasil peninting berapa kali dah. Demam panggung, nggak mungkin demam panggung sih. DRX sudah berapa kali ke master anjing. Wah, sumpah kalau dapet sih nggak masuk akal sih. Tai. Shock gitu bisa masuk, bisa dapet sih anjing sih. Halo Kevin, halo Ivana. DRX Phantom user semua ya. Iya. Korea tuh rata-rata Phantom player guys. Korea ya. Kecuali si Mako biasanya nggak pakai Vandal ya. Biasanya ya.
King will be in a position shut the short push down. Get a lot of information on the back of that. I should have heard the dash through as well. So 3 accounted for now.
Wah gila, nggak ada yang temenin masuk smoke kayak gitu. Oh, nice banget dia, RB. Mantap RB. It's time for you to shine. Aduh. Oh nice. 2 lawan 2. Di sini kita lihat apakah DRX bisa menyelesaikan round ini. Apakah akan terkena retake? Di sini kita lihat ya pelan-pelan ya guys. Dia bisa lihat. Aduh.
And back to the commanding scoreline. Leviathan are the real deal.
They can do no wrong right now.
Nope.
I mean, another situation where Shy's just getting away with 2 kills. Spots a pixel out of place. I mean, it's an unorthodox crossfire to hold here between Hell and Jen, but we're just leaving himself a little bit exposed.
Phantom kenapa jarang sekarang ya? Emang gua dulu Phantom ya guys.
I'm blown away right now. Look at these 2
dulu
kills.
Phantom guys.
And again, also isolated the second, wide in the open. It's not even like he resets after the first. Yeah, they are riding the wave right now. And they got DRX sweating. This is where potentially might see DRX start to sweat a little.
I'm Lofi Girl. Iya anjing 81 apa nih?
And people like this on Breeze coming up. The map pool looks so different now we've seen this.
aimnya nempel. Iya anjir.
Stunning
Iya
work.
Phantom Blast X ancaman
Shy.
sini.
Has to handle what's coming towards him. Tries to slow down the roll, and RB does get slowed. Gets held back at the doorway. Adverso there as well, going to pour in utility, try and help them out. Bail out the boys on the site. Is RB still going to continue forward?
Yeah,
Sloppy from RB, just walks right on in. Adverso happy with it. Taco's there. Vulnerable. Easy light work for Shy. Leviathan, a reigning supreme. Gorgeous
Bro, ini bisa
play
menang loh
from the
Leviathan
side.
kalau main kayak gini terus. Anjing,
This
Leviathan
is their
jago
debut,
banget.
Mike. International debut. And they're pulling a 9-1 against DRX.
I mean, they're making a real statement. A couple of members of
Ini
DRX
bisa
have
masuk
already
ke
said
semi,
unable to really
bisa
have
masuk
too much
final
impact
anjing.
just yet, but it's not even down to their mistakes.
No.
Leviathan are prepared for most of these hits when DRX do stack
Leviathan
up.
tim
And
baru kan.
like I said, those early
Udah
indicators
lama
in
sih
terms of that
sebenarnya
proactivity we saw
RB
in the
ngapain
first
gak
3
set dah.
rounds. It's kind of made
Nggak tahu
DRX
deh.
reconsider their whole entire approach to the default.
Udah taktikal tadi.
DRX have control of nothing, and even in the rounds where Taco's here swinging mid, he's swinging again.
He's doing it again. All off the
What?
Taco! Unthinkable! Unthinkable! King dealing with the utility in middle. They start to aggress, maybe try and build that presence towards middle, and the swing from short. And it was just such a fine margin. This is ridiculous stuff. Absolutely unchained. Feverish behavior. Just a little jump spot here. Doesn't quite know Marco.
PepperX versus Fnatic kapan ya? Besok atau lusa ya? Lupa gua.
Again, the short pressure not really finding much. Seems segmented. It seems
Oh,
one
dapat.
isolated and King comfortable
Kan?
for one.
Ada
Bust
aja.
life though, but the trade
nice
not
split bust.
there. That's not bad, but there's so many numbers. Leviathan, they're in the right place at the right time constantly.
Buzz down at 70 HP. The 1v3 presented here. Does still have the spike, but he's got to find one of these kills. Create a little space for himself. Taco posted up. Miss on the first, but he's been good with a headhunter, and he will find it.
Sih, Taco gila nih.
10-1 the scoreline.
Ngeri banget ini.
To the final
Kalau
round.
lu jadi
Not
gede
even
ya
sure
karena
how it's
rambut
gonna sit
baru
for
emang iya.
In terms of the ultimates, in terms of the weaponry, it's not going to be pretty at all. There's going to be
Lima apa
rifles
aja
with
dalam
no
satu
shields.
tim.
In my room, I don't twiddle
Saya
my
rambut Bang Yor.
thumbs.
Iya, siap,
If
Bang.
I get bored,
siap,
I
Bang.
just play my drums, grab up the sticks and count to 4, and I pound the drums until I can't pound it.
It's one
Ini
of the
gara-gara gua
can't
nggak
give
pakai
those
wax
away.
nih,
You
anjing.
really can't.
Jadi kayak.
I mean, what are you supposed to
jamet
do
juga
against
lah,
somebody
Bang.
playing like this?
They are having the absolute tear. Like
Rambut
this,
baru
this
ya,
is
ya
their game.
iya dong.
Hands down. 10-1. See if they can keep this filthy scoreline going their way. Spam again. Not going to get quite the same sort of luck. It's forcing the hand of DRX, which is such a rarity.
Anjing dapat 2.
Post the ult.
Gimana ceritanya bisa dapat 2 ya Dekadik ya?
Miracle, it doesn't actually look like
There's
a couple
enough
of
of
those
them
are going to
there.
be on.
But look at the pace change. Taco's here, eats the flash though, forced off the angle. He can't get away too quickly this time. Has to stand, has to deliver. And it doesn't work this time. Goes to the wait side, but it's never just one. There's always another. They fight side by side. There is not an individual fight in this house. Marco just about staying alive. Just. Another spike goes down. A 2v3 post plant. The flank's on the way, and nowhere is safe.
So early. Shy is here so early.
Where can they sit for this? Where are these safe positions for the post plant? There's just none. Zed has to fight this. He has to push this. He's done what is necessary for one, but you still have to pull.
Gue baru sadar Leviathan gak ada jet atau apa-apa segala macam anjing. Tiga ini loh.
Beautiful shot to the follow.
3 ini loh guys. 3 initiator anjing, gue baru sadar. Pantesan.
This is a new
Kok dia
contender
berani
for this
pegang
crown, and this
3
team has just
initiator,
destroyed
ternyata nggak ada
DRX
jet
in the
anjing.
first
What
half.
the
Mike,
fuck?
I don't know what on earth we've just seen.
I mean, some of the cleanest, scrappiest Valorant we've seen.
It's beautiful.
Like they're
Guys,
willing to
gua tuh
just
sebenarnya
dip their
menurut kalian
toes
nih,
and start
menurut kalian
every
lebih sakit
single
pakai
round
Vandal
and
atau
not allow
pakai
DRX to set up. And like I said, it's not even early on trying to look for first plus. DRX can't get past
Vandal
the
harus pakai
opening gate.
Glitchstop kah?
It's composure and chaos. And it's such a rare treat to see this done against arguably one of the best, or one of the best teams at handling this
Kemarin
style.
aja di awal-awal
This was
mau
always
kayak
meant to be something
ketai.
DRX are good
Iya
at.
sih,
We
AWP
are just
gila
blown
nih.
away by this. Analyst desk, please give us your thoughts.
Suara gue kecil ya guys ya. Suara gue kalau kayak gini kecil nggak? Kupikir ini coachnya ini DRX pusing.
Alright.
Lah,
Let's
kocak.
break this down. So
Sumpah di literary ya guys ya.
That was a hard.
Gue nggak tahu kenapa ya.
Was it really?
Kayak
Feel like it, did it?
dia mau dapetin, dia tadi ras B gagal, ya kan? Ras A gak pernah coba, mid ke B gagal, mid ke A gagal, midnya selalu, terus midnya selalu kena sekali. Wah gila sih.
Yeah. I didn't mean it in that fashion. I don't want to be given too much credit because no one expected that.
Ini sih stres anjing jadi Egel. Tai mau kemana pun salah, cok.
And this man on your screen right now made it
Ngaruh ke
look like
taker nggak tuh kalau agak ada duelis? Nggak tahu, lihat nanti aja nih. Ini gimana nanti mereka takernya? Baju oranye Drake ya? Wah gila ini guys. Ini gila sih, tak. Ini gila banget, nggak di ini anjing. Ini jago banget tuh tato gila ini. Ih, handsome-nya siapa ini?
It is not often you can hear Hypoc and Pansy stand there and say the things that they said about a team and shock them. They've been here for a while. They've been around the block and they're now seeing a brand new monument just stand strong in front of them.
Lu kapan bisa gitu, Yor? Nggak tahu, bro. Taker stuck berlima langsung entry. Malam harus sering main speed mungkin biar gak dry round doang.
This is what I'm talking about with utility difference. RB comes in his smoke, gets hit by a haunt, he's got to deal with that, and then there's a recon dart that comes through straight afterwards that Adverso swings on, then he dies. Mako's desperately trying to hold off the hordes, but they can't get in to punish Takolia because there's waves of utility being thrown in that they have to deal with, and it's stopping RB.
Gue penasaran sih takernya gimana ini. Ini kok DRX kalah telak, Leviathan mainnya gimana? Bingung juga sih jadi dia sih. Kayak mau gimana pun tuh selalu ada recon anjing. Mau recon Fate atau recon Sofa, terus selalu ada di ini KO punya Dark. Anjing. PC-nya Leviathan harus dicek itu, buset. Kenapa? Gak ada obvious sih dari tadi sih. Emang gak ada. Ini emang literally Leviathannya lagi gila banget. Kenapa nih?
They need a lot more than that.
They certainly do. And away we go. Let's have a look and see what DRX have in store. Good start.
DRX out DRX kah? Wih, gokil. It's time for DRX to comeback. Akankah comeback adik-adik? Joksias Dior kalau Aim lagi wangi. Apa Joksias? Anjing lama-lama semua map dibuat no duelis. Seru kali ya. Ini kalau DRX dapat AWP aja, enak nih.
That's not gonna help. Oh, the spike gets collected. Taco, are you gonna blow my mind? Here we go. A 1v4. Show me some magic. Tap on the spike. Doesn't get what he wanted. Didn't get there in time. Gets suppressed, but back down to the classic. Still gonna take one.
Yeah, to be fair, Stax just needs to invest every knife to remove the headhunter from Taco.
And then maybe you're fine.
Yeah.
That's part of the mountain you have to climb to get back.
Lihat deh pergerakannya Stax deh. Even dia 4 lawan 1 ya guys ya. Dia tahu nih. Dia dart nih ke arah bawah ya. Dia tahu nih. Pasti ini dia mundur anjing Stax. Lu lihat gak? Tadi. Dia nggak bakal stay di heaven anjing. Even 4 lawan 1 taik. Gokil. Mundur dia. Cari aman dulu. Terlalu disiplin. Lah! Udah kayak Bani, udah kayak kelinci anjing.
It doesn't really change the outcome of this game overall, and I'll be the first to be happy for a comeback.
Stocks.
It's such a long road back here. Just maybe get some
lo, wah mabok Stocks, bro. Stocks mabok anjing. What the fuck? Hah?
They can cost anything for DRX.
Mabok coy. Baru dipuji anjing.
For now, Taco's the one that has the most likelihood to do the damage here.
Biasa gitu ya lama guys, tiba-tiba terus dapat satu disiplin menurut dia. Kalau ada King O lebih kuat jangkarnya nggak sih ya? Nggak tahu deh. Iya soalnya kan King kan jago anjing main sentinelnya ya. Tapi Bass juga jago sih.
with just classics on the way. The headhunter can get anything done. King.
One enemy
get the better of one with the bulldog.
10 seconds left.
More. Okay, so 4 standing. Not too bad.
Wah, guys, comeback nih. Menang bonus aja, lumayan nambah nyawa.
They did do a little bit more damage, but coming in with classics, they already kind of had their intent.
Well, yeah, actually the byproduct of that is not obviously getting the spike down. Come through here at least with rifles across the board. Shouldn't be any gaps in utility. There should be full shields across the board. And it absolutely is.
Belum tentu. Aduh, ayo dong modus dong, menang dong, cok. Ah, DRX.
Just when you're sweating, this could be 12 pretty quickly. But we don't know that much about Leviathan. We don't know what their attacking sides look like, but mechanically, these boys are
First half
phenomenal.
wasn't long enough to learn anything from, to be honest.
Not really. It was,
the VOD review is quick on that one.
It certainly is. Let's see what DRX have in store, though. Anything to keep our attention drawn.
Standing ahead.
Itu King dari VS, bukan anjing. Ini emang namanya King tuh banyak banget, cok. King, ada King tuh ada 3 di Asia, ada King. Enggak deh, ada King Korea, King ini Leviathan, King yang India, Pakistan atau India ya? Pakistan. Terus ada Adrian King, ada Blaze King, ada King Kappa, King mana ya? Tahu lah.
With limited amounts of interest yet in the site hits themselves, but congregating on shot now.
No info really either towards these
malam.
positions that are going to be key. Spike is making his way up short here, and it's a 3-man stack from DRX. Should know the majority of this is coming through short though.
Taco on the lurk could be interesting though, Mike. I don't think he got spotted, but he should be able to at least catch the cross. That should punish Buzz. And you're right, Marco is in trouble, and well, he's lost for it. But the trade-outs are excellent from DRX. Army and stacks.
Nice mouse stacks. Gokil.
And now there's just not enough time. 10 seconds. Taco does not have the spike.
Kocak, lu lama banget anjing.
DRX 2-stand, rifles taken over. Leviathan. It was an exploration mission, it felt like, for a long time, but they just did not find what they wanted.
Yeah, as soon as they get that information on the knife, they know that they can stack a little deeper.
Ayo King. Mamam tequila, head and sick momentos.
Maybe one person watching it, they can make use of the specters and whatnot.
Habis ini kita giveaway adik-adik, habis map 1.
Marco almost isolated here with where RB had to. He actually finds a kill with the stinger, sorry. I didn't even notice that. He was the one to pick up that.
Nice momentos. Kita giveaway. Debak, apakah Ascent Defender sided? Mungkin. Tapi memang defend lebih enak sih. Ascent sih, jujur aja. Tapi kalau jadi teror, kalau udah dikuasain knock tuh enak sih. Mid, AB tuh kalau dikuasain tuh enak rasanya anjing. Iya, dembet watch partinya, iya. Leviathan pas attacker, adios. Pusing. Udah mulai pusing. Padahal baru 11-4. Udah mulai pusing. Pusing duduk ke bawah, aduh kenapa begini ya. Ini apa ya, mousepad apa itu guys, bulat gitu guys. Kalau ini kan faksi, mousepad apa itu ya, bulat strip itu. Tapi Levi nggak ada duelist buat open. Iya makanya nih. Feeling gue dia bakal kontak-kontak S-short mid to B, S-short mid to B deh. Dibandingkan dia ke A, ke B, ke A, ke B. Coba kita lihat ya guys ya. Dari tadi itu nge-split terus ya guys ya adik-adik ya. Kita lihat ya, apakah teori gue benar atau enggak ya. Ini udah commit udah berapa kali nih? Udah 3 kali commit ya? Kayaknya dari tadi commit terus dah. Tadi kan mau commit cuman dihadang kan pakai VS, taktik VS yang mid ke B.
Certainly not a pretty buy, but still a little bit of danger to it. But the full purchase on the other side and RB on that operator as quickly as possible.
Down the review. I mean, just look how much utility invested here. The command popped
the overwhelm. They are just flying up the guts right now. Shai's just
lah, jangan sampai kalah dong di round ini dong, kocak. Kalau orang kalah sih kocak sih. Nah, bagus Bas. Mundur dulu. Nah, bagus stuck se. Nice, Makose.
Composure found as King now forced. Such a hard fight. Good shot. Stinger looks well rounded in this man's hand. I don't know how.
The 14 HP does get an upgrade. Stacks and Buzz
Ini Levi bisa sukses kalau ada ulti Astra ya. Ini feeling gua masuk tuh kalau dia split A, split B. Ini udah split lagi, bener kan guys? Split lagi, ntar kita lihat next roundnya ngapain ya. Kalau lu ke A ke B susah anjing, sumpah. Di sebelah ada Killjoy, sebelah ada Astra sama Keo. Di delay abis anjing, sumpah.
No, that pace was fantastic. Nice way to counter some of that work. The jump spot to try and keep Stacks safe. Thought we found a little window there to play with, almost. Not to be shut down.
That one really could have got out of control there if Leviathan did find.
Levi ini mainnya cuek-cuek, nggak bisa seagresif Vaprax sih ya. Ini bakal kontak mid terus nih. Nih lihat ya kemana lagi nih, kita lihat ya, ke mid lagi nih. Main pelan nih. Mereka mainnya pasti pelan, nggak mungkin langsung ke aras gitu kayaknya deh. Lihat ya, kita lihat ya kemana mereka. Mau ngambil B nih, mau ngambil B dulu, ngambil D dulu, pelan langsung ngambil mid. Abis itu ngambil ini segala macam nih. Kita lihat ya. Nih ini ngambil B dulu nih, ngambil B. Oke, B udah dapat. B udah dapat. Midnya udah agresif. Dia tahu midnya rame, B-nya udah dapat, ngambil mid nih. B-nya udah tahu, B-nya mundur ngambil mid nih, guys. Lihat ya. Lihat gak? Ngambil mid nggak nih? Kalau nggak diambil sih susah. Ah kan, ngambil mid kan? Udah anjing, susah memang kalau nggak ada duelis, coek. Harus split mainnya, kontak, cari kill segala macam. Cuman bisa kayak gini, cok. Nggak tahu sih kalau misalkan Rush tuh berhasil atau enggak. Cuman kalau Rush lebih susah karena apa? Nggak ada yang ngedash, nggak ada yang lompat, nggak ada yang apa. Nih split mid to B lagi. Mid to B lagi.
Clock becomes the enemy at this point. Leviathan need to get a wiggle on, and they are going to invest the ult towards this. RB still there, still holding 25 seconds. The spike is in middle.
Yeah, what?
They're backpedaling towards A.
Adverso's found space?
Yeah, they've opened it up. They just need to get the spike on the side. They've got this one. They've even got the rotation locked in. This is a beautiful pivot coming out. DRX completely stun locked by this.
Anjing pada ke acok, tai. Udah gitu deh, mainnya setapan dan udah disiapin yang nggak di-list juga ini. Iya, udah. Ini berhasil ya guys ya, berhasil kan? Ntar next round kita lihat nih, dia commit lagi nggak? Atau dia ngambil B lagi nggak? Berhasil ya, berhasil ya ini map ya, ini ya. Ini kita lihat nih dia ngapain lagi nih? Nggak mungkin sih, yakin gua nggak mungkin dia berani rush sih. Kecuali low money ya.
There's so much going on here as well. Like I said, I don't think initially this is just on the back of Inverso. Maybe hearing a rotation, maybe catching a glimpse of somebody somewhere. Didn't quite catch it, but the fact that Leviathan are in a position to still peel away from that hit and capitalize on that is insane.
Gila.
And it's actually comes down to what we're talking about, DRX's ability to mitigate some of these opening engagements. They're playing so deep that actually they have no information on mid. They don't know if there's a lurk anywhere else. Actually, they don't even know what's behind that hit that's coming through market.
Yeah, bang on the money. It's a double-edged sword, right? Like, I don't blame DRX for playing this way because it's the logical solution, but there is then issues which Leviathan seem very aware of, which I really like seeing that they're able to exploit that, or at least they're trying to. This is scary times.
Inverso adverso asik. Makanya tadi gue mikir anjing adverso dan ini fix nih kayak inverso so nih. Anjir cukur juga iya dong. Kalau lawan tim yang slow pace gini enak kendok di set aja nggak sih? Nggak juga, lu harus cek tempat juga. Jadi itu DRX tuh tadi tuh, nih dia diambil B ya kan? Nih dia ngambil B. Nih dia ngambil, musuh ngambil B, musuh ngambil mid. A-nya dilepas sama DRX. Jadi tuh mereka nggak ada kontrol map sama sekali. Nih ngambil mid lagi, ya kan? Udah nggak bisa mereka kesini pasti mainnya default doang.
Leviathan initially going to force RB a little deeper. He's suppressed still. Not even sure if he's going to be able to. I mean, just look at it. He's flashed twice. He's revealed again. There's so much for him to deal with. The fragment comes through as well.
Apa ya? Halo, Leviathan dari Brazil, dari Latam.
Does he dare reaggress? He is. He's going to try and exploit.
Ah, nice RB.
Bravery pays off. Takes down Shy and looks for more Taco.
Aduh, dapat 2 lagi, anjing.
Discount. The man didn't need anything for free.
Apa nih? Ini apa nih? Angle. Oh, ada patokan angle-nya, anjing.
It's all gone to pieces. Leviathan didn't need.
Nah, ini push nih. Udah, mereka pasti kuatin A berdua. Nice banget, push.
Too far for Taco this time. Buzz can at least bring things back to this 3v3. Can they stabilize this round? Marco certainly would love a bit of that.
We hear the sound cue here, and actually, yeah, plays it perfectly. Going to slip himself into wine.
Buzz, this is so precarious. You're so alone here.
30 seconds
that left. Pressure alone.
You can see now Stacks actually reconsidering on the back of that alarm bot.
Do I
rotate? Do I not? But he's playing so deep here. He's given up so much space. I mean, Marco has.
Wah, Mako nggak dicek nih. Mako nggak dicek menang aja. Mako nggak dicek menang aja.
So nerve-wracking. 13 seconds in the dark. They finally see a pixel. A dedication to the side pays off. 8 seconds now. The ult's gonna be coming through, and actually it Stacks. Lovely timing.
Bagus. Nah, kalau dia udah kontrol kayak gini kan enak anjing, sumpah. Kalau kontrol mah tuh enak, info dapet, lu ngomong ke temen juga, oh ini A-nya clear, awas B, udah kayak gitu doang.
They're really excelling above DRX right. For RB to re-dip here, and then Taco finds this. What is that? What?
Right.
Oh, yeah, we see it from Zess.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Wow. They recovered.
That's the sort of things is here. It's catching them off guard. They're not anticipating somebody re-swinging mid after that initial onslaught of utility there. Right, okay, maybe they'll slow down now. They haven't got anything else to
dapat lagi RB. Aduh, RB.
Taco's just found a headhunter kill.
Where?
RB's just gone swinging out mid now.
Right. This isn't the round you lose, though, is it, DRX? You're going to stabilize. You're not going to lose this round.
Is that the operator down in mid, though? If they can retake mid control.
Ya, Mako juga nggak berani.
Yeah, I think it is. I just spotted it on the drive.
Did you see it? Okay, and Hunter's Fury now invested as well. Catch a tag, I think, or one. Oh, that Stack's gone as well. This is not the round you're meant to be losing this.
Wah, anjing.
It was never meant to be this round.
Wah, anjing. Kalahnya begini banget ya. Taik dah, apaan sih?
This is just the crack starting to show here. The pressure getting to them. Just a couple of individual mistakes here from DRX and Leviathan probably going to capitalize on the back.
Kalahnya begini banget, anjing.
Well, show me what you got, Marco. This is the one to try and pull it off in. Well, it's not looking great already, is it? Door looks shut here in this round. Dives on in. It's the unimaginable. Leviathan on ascent. Beating DRX.
Embarrassing DRX.
You're
beating embarrassing DRX.
Spot on. They had a stranglehold on that game.
Yeah,
wow.
I mean, it's honestly terrifying. This is a team that actually initially after the last couple of series, you look at DRX and you think, oh, okay, are we going to get it this time around? Is Copenhagen the one where we see everybody firing on all cylinders? Because it's looked exceptionally clean so far. Leviathan have just thrown all that out the window.
Beautiful performance. Really stunning. And this is when we
kalahnya begini
really
banget,
see that heat up from Taco. This man's going to be a household name in no time if he keeps this sort of performance up. Truly gorgeous, gorgeous work.
Just quickly glancing here on first.
Oh iya, langsung guys. Langsung kita langsung giveaway. Let's go. Langsung gas. Makanya di Tokopedia. Langsung kita giveaway adik-adik. Langsung giveaway adik-adik. Ingat ya adik-adik. Ingat rulesnya. Ada 2 ya adik-adik. Rulesnya ada 2. follow Instagram. Kalau nggak follow kita hanguskan. Dan juga nggak boleh second account. Rules kedua, 45 detik tidak dipanggil gak nyaut, hangus. Oke. Sorry bro, gua tuh ini bro. Gua ini bro. Goks. Ayo 20 lagi guys. WIB. Diskon gede-gedean. Sepuluh, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Skias. Siapa nih Skias nih? Gue baru pertama kali lihat nih Skias nih. Halo Skias. Hadir. Apa IG-mu? Skias 12. Jangan second account dong. Emang ini account asli lu? Enggak second bang, maksudnya? Ya udahlah, kita percaya aja lah adik-adik. Pokoknya kalau misalkan bohong ditanggung lah. Oke? Benar itu. Oke. Minta nomor WA. Ntar di chat tokped H+14. Gue udah ini ya, message ya. Oke, sekali lagi guys. Diskon gede-gedean sepuasnya bisa di Tokopedia. Bisa belanja di Tokopedia. Lima 4, 3, 2, 1. Martin Otil nih ada nih tadi nih. Nah, gue tahu nih tadi ada nih. Mana. Apa IG lu? IG lu apa, bro? Iya, IG lu apa? Kocak, udah hadir aja lu. IG lu Martin NL 25. Oke. Alright. Minta nomor WA. Oke. Nanti 3-nya lagi nanti ya guys ya. 3-nya nanti ya adik-adik.
No. Watch this.
I mean, at first RB comes around the corner, you're like, oh, great shot from RB. And then out of nowhere, you look, you see, why 2? And it's because Zest is with his homie.
Guys.
Unfortunately, yeah, that's just this.
Ini DRX nih map kedua gimana guys menurut kalian guys? Map kedua. Menang siapa nih? DRX atau Leviathan nih? Besok pagi live gak Yor? Enggak.
Immediately gets punished. Every small error from DRX punished instantly because they're so aggressive and happy to take duels. And
DRX lah ya, biar map 3. Map apa abis ini? Map apa ya abis ini ya? Nggak tahu, lihat nanti ya. DRX lagi bad day, nggak juga sih. Wah gila ini. Biar kalau PPRX lolos sampai final nggak ketemu nih DRX Jam. PPRX seneng nih kayaknya. Emang DRX tuh kalau ketemu PPRX selalu menang ya DRX ya? Nggak pernah kalah ya? Oh iya deh, gak apa-apa deh biar DRX kalah lah, anjing kalau gitu. Aduh, gue pengen bawa Jayus Bas Dim. Breeze 2 ya. DRX counter alami PPRX bro, udah kayak ini ya. Oh, takoki lagi ini guys caranya guys. Tuh guys, kalau mau jago tuh. Tuh guys, caranya tuh kayak gitu anjir. AMLab. Gila, rata-rata orang yang jago AMLab ya guys ya. Berarti apa gua harus AMLab ya? Ntar lah habis watch party kelas AMLab lah gua lah. Berjago kayak mereka-mereka ini. Oh gitu. Berarti kayak ye gitu semua AMLab ya adik-adik ya. Mandek. Oh, berarti emang harus AMLab kayaknya biar jago adik-adik. Bisa lah PPRX menang non fanatik, bisa. Jaden juga bilang gak suka ketemu DRX. Kenapa ya? Menurut lu Asia sama EMEA kalahin gak sih? Enggak kalah. Langsung pindah Yor guys, AMLab PPRX pakai Kovac. Gua ada Kovac sih. Teman gue AMLabs masih aja nggak jago. AMLab Yor biar masuk PPRX. Senserut gak suka AMLab Yor. Senserut siapa? Shroud. Oh, Shroud. Terus dia sukanya apa dia? Shroud aja kagak, nggak usah lah. Iya sih emang nggak usah sih. Capek cok. Gue juga sense gue 0,529. Emang lu cupu banget gue. Sekarang AMLab ada yang versi Valorant-nya kan ada. Yo abis AMLab 2 kali, abis itu dipijit Vin. Iya, sukanya aku di Aisyah lah. Hei, bisa aja kamu comel. Inverso. Lu main apa sekarang Inverso? AMLab kalau game stage kagak bener ya kayak ocok. Surat lebih ke time message.
Yeah, it's a little sad as well because out of all of the maps, Leviathan will know this would have been the first pick.
Tahi.
A great map for them. They also
Kalau AMLab gitu sensi sama kayak Valo biasa, bisa. Kan bisa di-convert ke Valo gitu. Ninokuni doang, Vin. Oke. Lu nggak main Diablo? Anjas lo rambut ini lihat-lihat. Iya. Emang dari lahir si Surat udah megang mouse, emang pas lagi build chart dia udah tinggi agresinya. Tai.
absolutely agree with that one. I think it's very exploitable here, the fact that Breeze was coming up. But I'm looking towards RB. He's always the player that we're highlighting in these big games. I need him to perform in playoffs, but specifically in these matchups, he has to be the player that's dodging utility and disrespecting it and finding kills. You're playing a
Ini apa sih? Oh, Razer. Lu tau gak sih tadi yang ada mousepad yang bulat strip itu apa ya? Mousepad apa ya?
I don't think so.
Ini pakai Zowie semua loh, anak-anak ini loh. Anak-anak DRX pakai Zowie semua. Kecil nen, 600k level 66. Udah cukur ya udah. Gak pakai duelis lagi tuh gila, jarang lihat DRX main Breeze.
But the worries now start to hit me, Mike, of the individual impact of that last game, how that's going to emotionally affect them coming into map 2.
Menurut kalian Phoenix bakal dipakai nggak? Phoenix tuh di buff loh, gila tuh Phoenix. Di bind gitu oke sih, bind Heaven masih oke. Anjing, ini bener-bener nggak pakai duelis nih mereka.
We dive into this one. DRX on the attacking side, and it will be Leviathan on the defensive side. And that hyper mobility, that instant proactive play, they're quick to it. But the site will be lost by this point. DRX keeping things simple.
Wah, retake-nya berempat langsung anjing. Anjing, retake-nya berempat, cok.
Look how early they're coming straight towards cannon already. All these steps going to be heard though.
More than one. The timing is dangerous now. Zest actually going to catch Shy first and foremost, Sleep, and he's going to keep going. This is lovely work from them. Big numbers found early for DRX here. This pistol looking a little out of reach for Leviathan. Under an Adverso. Still connecting some shots.
Inverso di sini. Inverso dengan sofanya. Ente untuk Inverso. Kok Pepres, Phoenix Pepres suka ganggu tim sendiri masalahnya. Hah? Yor beli mic di mana? Di Tokopedia, bro. Aduh, gua kayak nggak mampu nih buat lanjutin streamnya abis ini. Abis ini gua langsung tepar sini, gua udah tepar sih. Besok gua mesti ke stadion lagi, anjing. Kita main bola, guys. Gak lah. Gua mau ketemu dulu sama pelatihnya Persija, mau ngajuin diri. Enggak sih, mau ketemu, dia udah manggil gue soalnya. Wah, Dava juga kena COVID ya? Iya. Lah, kocak. Bye-bye. Leviathan ngincer point defense sebanyak mungkin kayaknya. Tsubasa Agus gimana kabar ya, Yor? Baik-baik aja, bro. Kalau ke stadium block atau live seru kali, Yor. Nggak ada ini gua chargeran nanti. Aduh, guys.
And beyond Taco, obviously, it is classics. So really, he is the only big danger man here. Unless they get his position, doesn't get checked, or potentially DRX gets sloppy. The flash should give away enough. King unfazed by the first, but it's Marco to check. And so far, so good now of that one loss. The timing there, Buzz.
Bagus, Buzz.
2v3. Verso trying to draw the attention. Keep that in mind as Taco is building closer. Still being checked on, but good work from Buzz. Taco very close towards the site. I think they've got an idea he could be close, but I don't think they think he could be this close.
Already an opportunity here to reset after the plant. Taco will spot him out. 3 left in the headhunter though.
Kayaknya Crosser 1420 ini lagi booming banget ya, anjing. Di mana-mana dipakai dah 1420 ini. Kok sepior yang nonton nggak tahu, bro. Ajarin Bang Gil juggling, Yor. Juggling lu jago banget masuk timnas lah. DRX had us plus 26 round differential in the group stage at Master Copenhagen. Karena kalau rame lanjut part 2, jangan lihat Yor nonton serius. Carlson lagi rame, paling datang buat giveaway doang. Biarin aja nggak apa-apa.
committing to taking this opening duel.
Yor, oi.
Awkward angle to clear.
See what he can get for it. Taco gonna let the first in. He does actually look for it as well. Now he's in danger. Has to respect the follow-up.
Final tuh tanggal 22 ya. Final sama ini ya. Final Valo Indo banyak di live-nya Son.
It's actually RB to burst on the site. Finds 3 for himself. Sweeps through the site, and now the spike should be able to go down, just about getting away from danger. Barely alive. Buzz on 1.
Aduh, gila.
It's getting precarious out here.
Agility actually almost finding this kill onto RB, but
Wah, ada yang beda, Haiko, halo.
dips his toes once again, finds the fourth.
Widih new hair kah? Yoi. Gokil gak?
Himself past though, he should be able to get this angle onto RB.
Anjing.
Oh, I like this. Goes a little bit deeper.
Nice, DRX, let's go.
That could have been it. That could have been beautiful work. A good attempt, but got to say it, RB this round. That's impact you need from him.
Kenapa nggak botak aja ya? Waduh, jangan dong.
Opens this site wide open. Actually, it's Shy just banking on Taco, finding something on the back of his flash, but I'll be flipping that one right back in DRX's favor. Again, initially, I mean, Leviathan able to mitigate a lot of this utility burn up coming through the choke point.
Gila, bunuh 4, bro.
Again, the Trailblazer comes through the
Ini teori cuman ini nih. Hah? Mapnya ini doang.
He's pressured off it.
Mana nih? Tadi cuman map Asen doang nih.
Little comfort here, at least in the start of Breeze.
Kayaknya tadi DRX gak expect recon dari 3 initiator. Ini juga 3 initiator, coy. Ini juga 3 initiator tuh. Sky, KO, Sofa. Tentang apa bang yo? Tentang roster Sentinel terbaru untuk Classic Q. Wow. Cuma bisa bilang wow. No duelist di Breeze worth it gak ya? Nah itu gue gak tahu bro. Makanya gue gak tahu. Makanya gue pengen lihat mereka mainnya kayak gimana. Anjing.
More information was found and an attack found. Oh, that could have been a moment. But he's in danger. The flash well's timed.
Wah, anjir. Almost. Tapi nice. Aduh.
Any more to come through. Not just yet, but they are
heal dulu. Heal dulu. Heal dulu. Heal dulu. Gak bisa heal kah? Nah, aduh. Aduh. Nice. Nice, Bas. Mau coba diet keto. Diet keto tuh apa?
Sheriff in hand.
Kono duel mulu sih, Yor. Mana gue tahu, tanya dia lah, jangan tanya gue, kocak. Anjing.
Finds his third. DRX put their fourth on the board. Well handled in the end, but it got a little scary there.
Kaget kali DRX di map 1 jadi pas di map 2 udah evaluasi. Nggak tahu sih. Ini mungkin emang mapnya si DRX tuh di Asen emang kurang sih dari dulu menurut gua.
Look coming in with the operator. I do want to see how he looks on this map again. I think a lot of us were very impressed after map 1. A new name to add into the mix.
The fact that Taco got the operator online so early on Ascent as well was kind of where they were able to build behind that. The wind was in their sails at that point.
Absolutely.
So expect this to be the round potentially where Leviathan resort back to actively looking for these duels.
I do want to see if they have any slight variation, just to be cognizant of the fact that that operator is probably out. Oh, the mid-controlled work for early on as well from DRX. First time we're really seeing them vie for that pillar control, potentially building up towards elbow.
Kalau radar dibikin kayak cuman kayak di CS gitu, cuman tanda merah gitu, nggak ada agentnya gitu. Kayaknya seru nggak sih jadinya? Kayak lebih kompleks gak sih?
No progress towards either side just yet. So we're going to try their luck once again on A. Whether or not the door is open, we didn't even know that. Taco's POV. The Seeker's sent out. It's not going to tell them an awful lot, but rough positioning noted.
And again, this isn't great for Taco either. The site's going to have a plant coming in.
Pusing, RB pusing bro. RB pusing anjing. Heal dulu. Direbus malam. Seru. Yor, lu pernah makan es kacang B2 nggak? Saksang B2 tuh apa? Saksang B2. Saksang tuh apa? Saksang sama BPK beda ya? Tahu lah.
Needs attention drawn elsewhere. Timing could be an issue. Let's see. It does get noted. Does get spotted. Still going to get one. Darko with the trade, but now here comes the take. RB on the site, only good for one himself. Can at least find Melza, but it's traded out quickly. Buzz popped that out ult earlier. Darko trying to play time, and time is of the essence. Leviathan are running out of it. Shy going to get the frag, but it's all for naught.
Nice, DRX. Lagi dipotong kecil pakai darah. Nggak pernah. Aja itu Levi pada banget gak ada duelis. Ini aja defender udah susah mereka. Ya nggak tahu. Justru mungkin kita nggak tahu attack-nya gimana. Karena kalau misalkan ini pasti mereka mainin elbow, mainin hall, mainin mid ini mereka. Nggak mungkin kayak ya nggak tahu sih. Gua jujur nggak tahu guys, sumpah. Kalau misalkan kebanyakan initiator mereka dapat info-nya lebih banyak gitu loh. Chamber udah rangkap duelis nggak sih Yor? Gak tau lah, bingung gue juga. Pusing juga anjing. 5-0 kayak tadi lu 5-0-in orang, pusing kan. Ya lu dukung siapa aja lah yang menang. Yang penting kita dukung Peprex. Gila, gue rasanya kalau misalkan abis host party, gue rasanya pengen liburan sih guys. Capek banget badan gue anjing. Entoy. Much easier when you're having that perfect start, as you noted, with the economy being in your favor, the confidence starts to build. DRX look, shaken. Peprex ada main gak ya? Enggak. Besok atau lusa kayaknya. Cemel udah rangkap duelis. Tag-nya terbang pakai burung Sky. Udah pegang jidat aja Yor. Jason sama Davai seruangan Yor. Liburan ke Bekasi Yor, enak banget. Asia Pride gak sih? Yang penting gue pendukung Peprex sih. Tadi katanya dukung Levi, dukung DRX saya deh nggak apa deh. Oke, kita dukung Asia ya dah. Tapi dukung Peprex dulu. Has to be cautious though, and it looks like DRX are going to pick up the pace in towards the side. RB was monstrous before, and it looks like he might be again. Tarko needs to play his life. WP nggak ada yang kena boy. Beautiful work facilitating the plant, and we're into the post plant already. Peprex minggu ya bang, menurut lu Peprex lawan Fnatic menang mana? Peprex kayaknya, feeling gua. Somehow. Sembarang lagi Yor, aduh nggak tau lah. Rasanya tuh pengen ke Bali lah, apalah, refreshing. Anjing, capek banget anjing badan gua. Kalau nggak di rumah tidur anjing. Ya kenapa Peprex itu kenapa nggak Indo? Maksudnya gimana? Pertanyaan lu gimana coba? Gua nggak ngerti. Coba pertanyaan lu yang bener dah. Please, bikin pertanyaan yang ada jawabannya bro. Lu nggak mungkin kan guru tuh bikin pertanyaan gak ada jawaban kan? Coba gua tanya. Yor tumben gak main teo-teo, gue lagi baik guys. Gue lagi mode capek. Nasi goreng babat separuh buat untuk dicoba nggak Yor? Nggak pernah coba gue. Si Lita nggak suka babat, makanya dia nggak pernah ngajak gue anjing. Bang, bisa satu tim ada yang timeout, apakah tim lawan boleh ngomong juga? Boleh. Kecuali technical timeout. Technical tuh nggak boleh. Tactical boleh. Minimal 3 orang. Pokoknya gini loh. Itu kan mereka sebenarnya wakilinnya Malaysia, Singapura, bukan Indo. Kenapa? Indonya itu cuma 2, Malaysia, Singapura tuh 3. Kenapa dibilanginnya APAC? Karena kan dia dia kan lolosnya karena dari region APAC gitu loh. Dari region MISG lolos, terus masuk lagi ke APAC, dari APAC lolos ke Master, makanya disebutnya APAC gitu sayangku. Mengerti tidak? Ngerti kan?
Just controlling that tube push up really situated them well the rest of this round, leaving Marco
30 seconds left.
1v5.
Oof.
At least cost Darko his life, but the operator can be recovered. Leviathan get to keep 4 up.
Put themselves on the board as well, beautifully considered with the switch up here around the Viper's pit setup.
Itu kalau Hagai masuk Paper X, itu Paper X jadi Indo. Yes. Kalau misalkan si Hagai masuk Paper X, itu regionnya jadi Indo. Even Onyx pun kalau lolos pasti masuk Yapak juga, manis iya. Gitu. Begitu. Sayangku, cintaku. Nah, kalau misalkan lu masuk ke CS nih, masuk Major, lu dari region mana? Asia gitu loh. Dari Asia, bukan dari region Cina atau region Indo atau region Thailand, nggak ada. Masuknya Asia. Karena kan lu datangnya dari kalau ini kan datangnya dari Apak, berarti ya disebutnya Apak dong. Bang, baca punyaku dong, please, aku nggak ngerti kalau pick valo. Apa emang lu ngomong apa, coek? Ahmad, lu ngomong apa, Ahmad? Lu nanya apa, Ahmad? Ahmad, woi Ahmad.
Way too early in the day to be showing that sort of thing. 4v4 now. Spike on group, 2 players here. Quick rotation from Adverso, but he's been handled. Melzo the only one standing. Might have to try and just play.
Gini, Peprex kan Malaysia SG, tapi isi timnya Indo, kenapa tuh, Yor? Ya pokoknya yang penting satu region itu, satu tim itu, misalkan region lu mana? Yang penting tuh tiga di region yang sama gitu, 3 orang. Malaysia Singapura kan 3 orang kan, itu Davai 1 Malaysia, Singapura 2. Si Jing sama Benkai. Ya sisanya terserah lu mau masukin player dari Brazil, 2-nya, satu lagi player dari Brazil, mau dari Amerika, bebas bro. Yang penting 3-nya itu. Lu mau masukin satu tim itu tuh mau ke region mana? Gitu loh. Ya menurutmu 60 Hz bisa tembus turni nggak? Nggak tahu bro. Nggak, si Ahmad tadi tanya apa sih Ahmad? Itu kayak beli tuh ada pit sama satu lagi DM. Ya kalau menurut lo kenapa tim Indo jarang ada yang mix dari region lain? Karena menurut gua kendala di ini sih. Kendala di apa ya ngomongnya ya? Kendala di ini sih. Language barrier ya. Jadi banyak kan orang Indo tuh gak mau juga ada orang luar karena takut komsnya atau segala macam kali. Kalau Aaron sama Jason gitu kan udah terbiasa. Dulu waktu di dulu kan dia dicaskan Peprex juga udah terbiasa. Jadi buat mereka ya aman-aman aja.
Shocker or a result. They go back in. The pace is uncontrollable. Stacks getting aggressive. Well, tagged up does get taken down, and the actually Melzo.
Buset.
I thought the third could have even come through. Gets stopped at 2. And Zest and Marco. Be very careful because there's still 1 on the side. The first has found 1. Trade comes out. Zest now in the 1v2. Oh, an easy position, but a little less.
Pasti diomelin. Wow, udah teriak anjing. Orang luar mentok-mentok malai. Yang jadi itu kayak misalkan ada di ML ada core tank. Nah kalau di Valo disebutnya apa bang? Ada controller itu smoker. Kalau initiator itu kayak sofa, Sky, KO, Fate. Kalau control itu smoker kayak Astra, Omen, Brimstone. Ada duelist juga. Duelist itu yang kayak Jet, Reina. Ada juga Sentinel. Sentinel tuh Killjoy, Chamber, Sage, Cypher. Kurang apa lagi Ahmad? Ayo. Nih gue lagi baik nih. Ya adik-adik, lagi mode Kevin nih. Karena gue lagi capek banget anjing. Ya lu kalau ke Semarang wajib makan nasi gandul sih. Udah pernah coba. Enak.
the pressure that's surrounding them is from all sides.
Wah gila rip aim sumpah.
Woo! Categorically taking the site and not missing.
Anjing kelas Valorant syok.
Oh, he spikes down ahead of the 60-second mark. This mid split just completely.
Di in game-nya juga ada penjelasannya kok Ahmad. Bang Kevin nama potongan rambut lo apa enggak ada? Gue cuman kayak spike atas doang, kiri kanan tipis. Tipis kiri kanan atas spike.
What are you meant to do now? Just keep committing, I guess. Yep. Get nothing for it.
Nih gue liat Bas nih udah kayak bestie gue nih lama-lama nih.
Try not loving life anymore. Buzz just really making sure.
I mean, it's Taco. You got to make sure he's down. You got to make sure he's down.
Yeah. Here. I think there's a player here.
Heh, bengong.
Shy, maybe just check the mini map real quick.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. Have a little look. Again, though, we have to come back to the scoreline. It's pretty dire for Leviathan.
Cepak ngehe dibilang spike. Ini spike. Cepak itu kan habis. Ini kan habis. Ini gua nggak pakai wax aja bro. Ini gua harus pakai wax. Kalau nggak akan jadinya kayak gini.
Obviously would be a concern coming in playing against a team like DRX. Whether or not now DRX maybe a lack of.
Yang paling penting itu lol, offload bukan tolol ya bang. Ya, it's okay sama lain kali chatnya jangan kaploks ya. Ya.
Show anything else to us.
Yeah, that's a conversation that, gosh, I mean, it's one to be had for sure because it did.
Ya bang, bentar lagi tanding-tanding nih dari siapa jeder. Tapi kalau kadang aku kalau main Valo kan namanya pembantu bang. Kalau ketemu Indo suka ditoksikin bang. Nggak usah ngomongin Indo, semuanya juga banyak yang toksik bro. Tenang aja. Namanya juga game ajay. Ya kalau toksik lu nggak terima ya bacotin balik. Udah. Kalau lu nggak mau denger bacotan tinggal mute. Easy. Kalau gue sih gue bacotin balik biasanya ya. Biasanya. Model guild Street Fighter ya yoi. Taik lah. Modal Paul nih. Lu tau Paul nggak? Paul Tekken. Ya, mau flanking, nggak lihat kiri dulu. Buru-buru pengen bunuh yang belakang, kocak. Levi udah capek mental. Wih. Mute aja kalau nggak mau ditoksikin, ada fitur mute jadi why not. Prediksi lu yang juara fitur main Valo ini siapa bang? Nggak tahu bang. Lah menang.
Some crack showing here for DRX. It do make me a little worried at times, but again, fiery plays for Leviathan, giving them a small window.
I mean, a slight mistime in there. Buzz is pinging for a flash to come through. I think it takes maybe
Bisa di Tokopedia. Bisa belanja di Tokopedia.
Right, giving him an opportunity to find the open up. Yeah, actually positioned here towards tunnel. Taco going to try and make use of this operator.
And Taco's committing straight down. This could be huge. Did he know the player?
Ooh.
Just goes astray. Has to relinquish that aggression at the start now. And the commitment in the middle isn't really stopping.
Ini gara-gara aim lab nih. Si siapa? Si Takolila nggak bisa bunuh nih adik-adik. Gara-gara aim lab nih berarti nih. Kebanyakan aim lab bro dia. Makanya aim lab tuh jangan banyak-banyak. Capek bro, capek. Ya lu kalau Halo tuh udah kebiasaan apa latihan dulu. Mana ada gue latihan gila. Itu ada yang di otak gue ya gue keluarin semua. Anjing ngantuk guys, sumpah guys. Mohon maaf guys. Sumpah deh, walaupun ngantuk anjing. Capek banget gua. Katanya Sros hiten setiap saat M-Lab pas mati pas scream, masa iya? Bang, lu latihan sama tim berapa kali seminggu? 5.
Good flash, good trade. King still kept them in this one.
Good flash, good shot, King. Gokil juga.
Having to kind of play third party to this. Sprays in and actually connects, takes down Buzz. Did not get it halfway. The reveal, it's not pretty for Marco. He has to stabilize. The Fue's gonna come through, and I'm pretty sure they got that in the bag. It's a small window.
Agent yang menurut Koyer yang paling sulit dipakai apa kok? Race.
Gives them a little bit of hope here.
Race.
Maybe just letting their foot off the gas. With some of these conversions that should be there from the post.
Race.
Yeah, and DRX looking better, but certainly not cured of the initial issues. Leviathan still in this game at 8-4. Desk, your thoughts, please.
Ya udah bro, terserah lu aja lah. Ya dulu di boom, iya. Ya kemarin jadi nasib si Robby gimana ya? Apakah dia nggak tahu bro? Nggak tahu, hilang bro orangnya bro. Res yang bawa bazooka kan, yoi, menit tidur yor, ngantuk. Astra juga susah sih, Astra susah loh. Udah ngantuk ya guys ya. Ngopi yor, nggak suka gue. Nggak suka ngopi gue. Kopi tuh bikin gak sehat. Enggak sih sebenarnya. Gue lagi menghindari gula sebenarnya. Starbucks udah tutup anjing jam segini. Bukan drama guys. Gue tuh nih ngentoy. Gue bangun jam 7.45 pagi sampai sekarang gue nggak ada sentuh tidur cok.
Yeah, he's also playing much more confidently, very aggressive, and I said before we went in, he has to be the person that applying pressure to the initiator players, updrafting into them, dashing into them.
Gue kirimin minumannya 24 jam ya, yor minuman apa ini nggak usah, kopelik nggak usah. Gue udah ada air kok, air putih ada gue, tenang aja santuy. Tenang aja kopelik. Lu bener-bener sih, pengen banget gue gagal diet. Lu ke BC pagian. Gue kalau nggak pagi guys, gue datang nomor antrian gue pertama, tau nggak? 1 menit setelah gue datang, belakang gue udah kayak pasar anjay, rame banget, buset, udah kayak rame banget gila. Gue orang pertama, untung kemana dia kasih tahu datang tuh jam 8. Oke, gue datang jam 8 kan. Kebetulan BC dekat rumah. Buset, 8:01, 8:02. Udah kayak pasar anjing belakang gue. Karena hari ini hari Jumat, makanya rame. Coba yor taruh kaget ground di tangan, terus kalau ngantuk gue jepret. Yor fix sakit muka lu ya gue jepret. Udah nggak usah banyak bacot anjing. Ini King 2 nih killnya nih. Alay lu yor, lu lebih alay babik binatang lu ya. Ngatain dong babik. Pokoknya game apa aja yang lagi dimainin selain Valorant. Valorant doang gue, nggak ada game lain. Lah, kocak King emang bener-bener lagi. Wih, RB, stuck sini boy. Gila. Bang, Vita Prame nggak ada member-membernya baik gak bang? Oh, Vita Prame sih. Jujur gue kalau member ya pasti. Menurut gue kalau member gue counter anjing apa anda Shopee dah. WIB cuma di Tokopedia dia sampai akhir bulan gede-gedean sepuasnya. Bere kok ganteng kayak film Kung Fu yang temannya tampaknya bacot anjing. Gak ada main GTA 5, gak. Diet apaan lu ya? Intermittent fasting, timingnya pas. Yang pasti tight lah. Ini King nih. Jadi bukan King anjing, jadi pion lu, babik. Namak. Iya. Iya, iya.
Taco's still doing damage. They're still doing damage. Don't think it's over yet. They know where he is. Taco.
Stacks.
Just does the dance. And Stacks a little too quick on his feet. But Mel's just got a bulldog recovered. Taco ain't got all that info. Buzz, I don't think gave away his position. I don't think he'd been noted just yet. Taco hadn't got to that part of the fight. Just noting Stacks and considering this more than enough. Now's a needs
30 seconds left.
To find one of these two.
Stacks needs bailing out once again here. He's the low HP.
Nice banget, Bas. Gokil. Yor, itu mau rambut tuh kalau mau kayak rambut lu anjir kagak kok, Felix. Ini karena gua nggak pakai wax saja, makanya lu lihatnya begini. Lu jadi minum susu apa, Yor, buat cutting FOA? Bionya tokped tukul KW kah? Kenapa dirimu kesal? Kagak, biasa aja. Tips adaptasi di gym baru bang. Gue dulu pernah nge-gym tapi member-member pada intimidating jadi mager. Intimidating tuh gimana maksudnya? Gue nggak tahu sih. Soalnya menurut gue di gym tempat gue tuh banyak juga yang baru-baru pemula gitu. Terus buat yang kayak gym kayak yang heavy gitu kayak jarang, kayak ya ada, cuman ya nggak segitu gila.
DRX conceding some of this space at least early on, but slowed down by some of the utility being invested now by DRX. Stacks and Buzz actually going to retake. Back outside tunnel, RB dancing with death here.
Hehe, anjay, bunny hop.
Again, actually just misses the dash as well. I think he expected to be able to.
Malam idola follower Indonesia. Bang Abdul, halo Bang Abdul, apa kabar? Gila nih. Jadi kapan ke Jakarta? Dari X mau 1 kalah 13-5 kalau nggak salah ya. Iya, kok jadi ganteng potong rambut. BABA, COT, cot, bacot. Sumpah ini kalau udah bunang bunuh sih kocak sih. Kocak gaming anjing. RB bunuh 2 nih. RB bunuh 2 nih. Nggak jadi dah. Buset, King. Ya Allah. Apa itu, King? Lah, ini wallnya kemana, anjir? Hah? Gak jelas. Asli. Gak jelas. Gak jelas, asli. Leviathan, gak jelas wallnya, anjing. Apaan sih?
Wow, 11-4 now.
Oh enggak deh, itu bukan wallnya Leviathan guys. Itu wallnya Mako, asli gokil. Gokil tuh wallnya Mako, blok. Siapa yang bilang wallnya Leviathan? Blok. Gila. Backupnya gila banget. Bagus juga nih wall. Legenda Valo Indo toxic bukan bro. Gua ngantuk bro. Minum dulu bro, ngopi dulu bro. Asik. Yang penting asik dulu bro, ngecil. Ngantuk kok Yor, iya nih. Anjing dah. Udah nggak fokus.
This is the sort of thing we'll talk about. It's so hard to maintain that pressure and that momentum here when you just don't have the financial.
Sesat nih streamer, buset dah. Sesat gitu, udah berasa kayak gue tuh aliran sesat aja anjing. Bukan guys, gue nggak lihat tadi guys. Mohon maaf lah adik-adik. Bila Anda ngantuk, nggak sempat ngopi, minum teh celup.
Alarm rang for DRX after that first map. And I've got to say, I loved that synergy from Leviathan on map 1. That was something I loved about it. It felt like you're never fighting alone. There's always layers to it. The synergy between.
Wah, ini map 3 nih, Heaven nih. Waduh, decider match-nya. Wah, menarik.
We go back in 11-4. And you're right.
Mana nih, Teko Kila?
Well, King with a rifle.
Tako buatanmu, Lumero Uno. Cappuccino buatanmu, Numero uno. Petok.
Online here, Buzz. Ready to try and defend Tube though. Taco doesn't give him a peek.
Cappuccino buatanmu numero uno. Malah yang dikasih yang King malah yang megang senjata lagi, bukannya orang lain ya, adik-adik ya. Bingung aku. Jelas-jelas dia killnya dikit. Malah dia yang dikasih Vandal. Kalau gue sih gue kasih Fikri. Malam ini nggak ada drama teo-teoan kan? Nggak ada bro. Gue lagi baik bro. Capek bro, capek anjing. Map yang paling susah menurut lu apa ya selain Pearl dan Fracture? Nggak tahu. Ya map 3 bagusan Deres apa Levi, kira-kira siapa tahu presi hoki buat bet. Kayaknya sih DRX di Heaven sih kurang ya. Nggak tahu lah. Kan udah nggak bisa ngasih ke Fikri yor. Gua kasih nanti Fikri. Emang kenapa nggak bisa? PRX main lagi kapan? Tahun jebot. Sabtu atau Minggu ya dikira ya? Lusa berarti Minggu. Aduh, ngantuk anjing. Babi.
Tough times now for Leviathan. Only 4 beside them, not making impact in this half at all. DRX looking like the team we expected to see at the start of the day, showing face in second map. And Buzz going walkabouts. No one really to greet him on this side of the map.
RB as well. Look how deep he's down Tube already.
Good note. RB's exploration mission could prove a disaster. Mel's is going to get that, and now it could be the go signal. Let's see what they do with this now. It does seem as though the pace may be picked up off the back of this. Seeker's going to go in, and similar scenes we've seen this before. They didn't go well last time. Let's see if that's improved.
Anjay wallnya V.
Second snake bite actually sent through here. Stacks should have heard that, but actually won't. Actually might get flanked through here from mid. Actually, Shy and Mel's are the ones to find the kills. Taco looking to progress even further as the plant comes through.
Plant down. Zest and Buzz. Buzz already making a little bit of progress closer, but Shy's going to catch him. And Taco looking like he wants to try and find that final player. Zest tries to just
Tetap semangat kok, ada adik-adik di rumah ini dibuat sama kok. Siap. Gimana map 3 nih bang? Udah ngantuk gitu. Nggak tahu. Taco lila bro. Ya sangat terhibur dengan koknya streamer tuh, jangan tidur bang. Gimana ya bikin gua nggak tidur ya guys? Aduh, ngentoy.
They benefit from it. Yeah, Taco and Melsa do have their ultimates up here. Well, they can get themselves onto site, get this Viper's pit set up.
Right, pops the ult and he carries on further forward. He wants to get right above the thick of it, he does. A stray dagger just slices the throat of Adverso, and now you're down to 3. Taco.
Ya lu lebih demen spray pattern kayak CS apa random kayak Valo? Kayak CS lah. Lebih enak. Menurut gue Valo terlalu ngandelin headshot sih. Jadi lu harus benar-benar harus headshot sih. Kalau ya maksud gue ya nggak harus sih. Cuman emang diharuskan untuk headshot nggak sih? Kok nggak susah? Anjing King udah nge-troll bangsat asal entry gitu. Iya anjing nggak jelas tai.
Couple of audio cues, almost bait Melsa to shoot him, but the Viper's pit doesn't actually cover them onto default, so they have to find a kill. Melsa will be traded.
So on the superstar from map 1, Taco to keep this going. DRX looking to close this out and just get to the third, get away from that disaster of map 1. Leviathan going against the odds. Taco would have to do it again. 30 seconds now to work out a miracle. It ain't gonna happen. Lest you forget, this is DRX. Favorites at times. Finding the composure we know that they have.
Yeah, bouncing back here is, like I said, not a lot of pressure coming through from Leviathan. Similar to the first map, DRX able to set up in some of these positions they're always going to
dibantai bro, dibalas bro. Gokil. Ayo map 3 nih. Gua map 3 kayak map 3 kayak seger nih guys. Seger nih gua map 3 kayak. Kayaknya ya. Seger nih gua nih. Anjing. Vamos. Nice. Itu teh dalam headset. Itu teh dalam headset ada earphone yoi. Segeran mana sama cendol. Seger-seger tai, buset. Dah malam-malam minum air putih apa ya? Tidur bang, nggak sehat. Seger gua ini. Sabar guys, minum dulu guys.
Really did have a lot of impact for the side. Absolutely did. Coming across the Haven, I mean, the hope is that then Leviathan have some of these set pieces kind of coordinated to make use of their defensive side. But after that map 2, like I said, it's a little disappointing not to see them replicate the same sort of confidence. I mean, it was much quieter out there as well. Even just being here and being able to listen to that in map 1, that's something that was way off here on Breeze.
You're absolutely right, and this is when the test gets put back to Leviathan in my mind. How well then can they recover? Can they pull off another, what DRX did here after an absolute blowout on map 1?
Let's go! Udah kayak atu-atu liar, susah berdiri. Kaki gue sakit gara-gara kemarin, anjing, sumpah dah. Segeran Yakult atau Kiranti yor? Kiranti tuh sebenarnya buat apa sih? Di sini ada yang cewek nggak? Kiranti itu jamu. Oh. Lu punya anjing gak, Yor? Wah, udah ini, bro. Gue ingat banget. Gue tuh selalu ingat, gue tuh dulu punya anjing ya. Ya kan? Dulu tuh anjing gue ada 2. Samoyed sama campuran corgi sama campuran lah, pokoknya corgi campuran. Jadi dua-duanya itu, jadi anjing gue yang pertama Samoyed itu mati pas gue lagi live streaming. Itu gue inget banget. Ya kan? Nah, itu udah tuh. Terus jelang seminggu 2 minggu anjing gue yang kedua juga mati. Itu pas lagi gue lagi pas live streaming lagi tuh. Sekarang gue udah gak punya anjing, bro. Itu waktu gue live streaming deh pokoknya. Gak tau dulu ada yang, dulu tuh gue inget banget di Heaven lagi main sama Excuret pakai Omen. Itu anjing gue mati tuh, Samoyed. Yo, jangan streaming takut anjing gue juga, Yor. Di invite siapa? Apaan di invite? Jadi gue ingat banget tuh. Ente dari Kiranti buat pijit urut, Yor. Bukan anjing. Biar nggak sakit pas mens kan, iya bener. Anjing lu lagi nonton Lost Party. Aduh. Tuh gue sedih banget dah pokoknya dah. Sedih banget. Gue rasa tuh anjing gue yang kedua yang mati kayaknya stres gara-gara lihat temennya itu tuh mati di depan dia juga. Jadi tuh kayaknya stres deh. Stres dibawa ke dokter, dua-duanya dibawa ke dokter. Beberapa hari mati, dibawa ke dokter beberapa hari mati. Sampai optik. Anjing lu jantungan lu teriak. Gak bisa bro sampai optik bro. Lu tahu kan? Mata gue ini wattnya udah 2 bro. Nggak selera melihara anjing lagi, Yor. Nggak tahu bro. Anjing mati mesti sedih, Yor. Gue aja gak sekolah 2 hari. Iya. Anjing kok ngomongin anjing, Yor.
But that's also what we were expecting on Ascent, which is why it felt like expectations should have been completely out the window. It's just whatever they put together in the server. But maybe you're now seeing DRX take control.
Capek gue lihat komen kayak gini.
Not sure yet because we've had 2 very one-sided maps. It's been a close game, but a blowout.
It's okay, you have 400 plus anjing right now. Iya benar. Bener. Paling nggak masih ada 400 anjing lah.
DRX also
Bukan gue yang ngomong loh guys ya. Bukan gue yang ngomong ya. Gue sih nggak ngomong loh ya. Gue sih nggak ngomong. Bukan gue yang ngomong lah ya guys ya. Ini Rifan. Langsung banyak yang hilang anjing. Nggak apa-apa lah guys. Besok siapa lawan siapa guys besok? Aduh, gue tuh nggak apa-apa, tapi kok yo jadi ketuanya anjing. Gue rasanya tuh pengen punya apa ya, kayak game-game kayak PS5 gitu. Rasanya pengen punya dah. Bosen gue main Valorant kadang-kadang. PS5 tuh ada yang punya gak guys kalian? PS5 tuh enak gak sih dimainin? Kayak misalkan buat main solo gitu enak gak sih? Ini yang PS5 atau PS4 ya? Yo tidur udah capek gue. Oke silakan. Gue last map ini. Terus kita giveaway 3 kali ya guys ya. Tadi kan 2 kali, terus masih ada 3 kali lagi. Lu suka story game gak sih Yor? Sebenarnya enggak juga, cuman gue pengen main aja. PS5 enak buat nikmatin story. Game barunya belum banyak gak sih PS5? Tapi kan lu bisa pakai kayak kaset PS4 kan? Masih banyak game PC Yor. Besok Guild on Optic. TV-nya 4K tapi Yor. Oh mesti iya sih. Masalahnya gue mesti beli TV lagi sih kalau misalkan punya PS5 anjing. Di sini gue nggak tahu mau taruh mana TV. Mendingan gak usah dah. Bener sih harus 4K sih, bener-bener. Atau Nintendo Switch. Kalau Switch kayaknya enggak dah. Biar bisa main game baru. Besok Lord Bracket. Oh, besok Lord Bracket. Alright. PC juga banyak yang kayak Game Pass, Yor. Iya kah? Pakai monitor juga bisa. Switch buat bapak-bapak, Yor. PS2 bang, nostalgia. Ada kan kayak kemarin tuh gue lihat siapa ya buat di mana ya? Kayak USB. Isinya tuh Game Pass 1 2 gitu, USB. Cuman mesti ke BIOS gitu, nggak ngerti deh gue. Sindex kalian aja dah. Mending PS2 kok nostalgia. Pengen sih PS2 tapi kalau PS2 menurut gua, kalau PS1 PS2 menurut gua harus mainnya sama teman. Kenapa? Karena main sama teman itu pada zamannya tuh lebih asik. Main PS1 PS2 tuh sama teman tuh asik. Kalau main solo itu baru PS3 45. Kalau PS1 PS2 main sendiri tuh nggak enak sih. Paling ya main sendiri tuh kayak Final Fantasy, Harvest Moon. Cuman yang seru itu tuh kalau kita main BC Basi, Winning Eleven, Crash Bash, CTR, apalagi ya. Emang lu punya teman kok, makanya itu gue bilang kan. Gue karena gak ada, makanya gue bilang. Tekken. Naskah Rumble, listrik lu berapa volt Yor? Nggak tahu bro. Dah lah live streaming main game PC horror yang ada di Steam aja kami nonton janji. Nggak mau, kemarin gue stream apa? Yang nonton 90. 80 atau 50 kah? Metal Slug, buset itu seru-seru itu main sama temen tuh. Main sama aku aja kok, main Naruto Shippuden tapi aku pakai guy cakran limited siap. Gue pakai Naruto. DRX lolos bule pada rebutan tempat di lower nih Yor. Yoi. Main Dreadout dong Yor. Dreadout gak serem kok Felix. Kan tadi dianggapnya anjing. Misalnya teman langsung bad mood Ahmad. Main sama aku aja kok. Kayak Hui nggak follow terus. Gak lah, kan gue masih ada kewajiban bro. Gue kan pro player. Woi udah mulai nih guys. Ayo guys, let's go. Main Gran Turismo, anjing Gran Turismo yang lu tau gak sih Gran Turismo yang sebelum ada Need for Speed, Gran Turismo yang di PS1. Anjing dulu seru banget bro. Apa dulu di game kalian pernah kalian ada yang di zaman gua nggak ya? Kalian tahu ini nggak sih? HP Engage main Asphalt, anjing. Kalian tahu HP Nokia Engage gak? Nggak tahu ya? Tahu tapi gue pakai Nokia yang HP miring ya. Iya anjing seru banget cok. Gue mainnya udah mau studio. Nokia Engage Asphalt 3 seru banget yo. Iya. Asphalt game lo, game jadul cok. Sebelum adanya Game Boy Advance tau gak lu? Itu HP gue pada zamannya punya mama, inget banget. Mainnya gini anjing. Terus rasanya kalau misalkan lu punya Engage tuh lu nunjukin ke teman tuh berasa kayak wow, gue punya HP Nokia Engage nih anjing. Sementara kita pakainya Nokia 4460 ya apa ya, yang main ular. Kayak ada yang beda dari lu ya, lu potong tangan lu ya, muka lu gue potong anjing. Waduh. Waduh, guys. Apakah teori pistoran siapa yang pistoran menang, apakah dia akan menang match ini? Waduh. Gue mainnya dulu ini guys, Snack sama Bounce anjing. Dulu Nokia sama apa dulu tuh? Space apa ya? Space Impact. Oh ya bener anjing. Tua bet ya. Itu zamannya Kovelik tuh dulu tuh. Main tuh. Zaman-zaman Kovelik banget itu, gue inget banget pasti. Bones pakai cheat 78 98 anjing. Lu main Bones pakai kode 78. Pakai dong. Siap. Itu game yang lo coba itu apa ya? Bounce namanya. Lucu itu. Itu game bagus sih. Di sini pada tua-tua ya. Kayaknya penonton gue tuh kalau yang malam tuh kayaknya tua guys. Tau lah. Nggak tau lah.
Taco's just playing aim training. The guy's fine. Has to eventually recede, get away from that.
Waduh, dikasih crosshair nih. Di sini pada gue 20. Oh enggak, lu tua. Stumble guys kan loncat-loncat. Saya mainnya game di HP flexi yang dorong-dorong kotak. Lu aja yor, tua saya belum, bodo amat. Orang semuanya pada main kok, berarti semuanya tua anjing. Bikin lupa waktu main Bounce. Gue jadi pengen beli PS5 tapi gue gak suka main PS5. Terakhir main PS1. Gue juga pengen main PS5, cuma rasanya takutnya gak kemain tuh gak. Gue terakhir main PS2 sih. Gue dulu PS2 main Crash Bash, gue enak, seru banget. PS1 dulu gue sering keluar asap anjing. PS1 yang gede, gak tau kenapa. Aneh.
Aldrome will force him out of garage, but Light are forcing their way through.
They are not stopping. This is pacey on both sides. RB is exploring.
Terus kalau main PS1 tuh dilap, terus ditiup matanya nggak boleh dipegang, gitu-gitu dah. Tahu nggak mata?
Potentially win the war, at least in this round. Zest gonna take that first contact, reading the TP and reads the swing. King goes down.
Anjing
looking vulnerable and Marco has to back him up now. Gets himself into the thick of the things. Effective trading. And now it's just Taco. He'd been on the back lines the entire time.
Aku sukanya yang zaman main kalau udah kena game PC jadi males gak sih main PS. Iya bener, apalagi main game online ya. Rasanya tuh pengennya main game online, cuman main game online tuh butuh capeknya karena duduk. Kalau main PS tuh bisa kita ambil tiduran. Aku sukanya yang zaman main game House Pizza Frenzy. Aduh, Dinner Dash, Insaniquarium. Gue nyoba PS2 sampai 4, tapi PS2 selesai yang the best. Kenapa the best? Karena lu bisa main sama teman-teman lu rame-rame. Kalau misalkan lu main PS4 itu udah mainnya solo-solo aja udah. Kalau main PS2, PS1 tuh enaknya main rame-rame, bro. Ganti-gantian gitu. Terus punya yang stick, yang tau gak lu? Yang bisa sticknya bisa main berempat. Wah, Lofi udah pakai duelist nih. Oh iya ya. Si King yang make, bro.
Forced away early on. Good early protocols to try and keep him away from this aggression, but they are actually going to take quick site control. He's going towards that B site. I'll be happy to lead the fray. Splitting over towards that A site as well. Deals with the utility, and it's a fast plant. Marco could be in danger here. Does have to get out of there, and it looks like Leviathan want to answer back in kind. But again, have to temper the pace slightly because this post plant is deep.
Yeah, it's a comfortable setup.
Hah? Apa itu, Le?
Couple of bits of utility to burn things up as well. Still got 2 shock darts for Zest. That's something to know.
Oh, that's a quick pickup. Adverso did really well there. Sets up Taco for the trade. The defuse coming in. No one's stopping it just yet. Finally gets pulled away from it. And it's on King to try and swing. Looks for one. Has to check below that window. Time starting to dwindle. Mike, they got to get a move on.
Waduh.
The shake in the aim.
Oh, nice.
Tap on the spike. They both take a peek.
Oh, nice banget, Bas. Gokil. Dulu PS1 ada game science. Mazuma kayak multimap itu. Iya, itulah pokoknya. Game PC emang gak bisa tiduran. Gak bisa, bro. Lu harus duduk mainnya. Justru kan kalau Burnout main game online mulu, healingnya main game konsol. Pengen main PES, ngerasain effort gua karena gua anaknya PES. Main Overcook aja stick sama keyboard bisa berdua. Enggak, intinya enaknya PS1, PS2 itu bisa main sama temen-temen lu, bro. Kalau PS4, PS5 sekarang gua rasa udah mainnya solo-solo game dah. Mainnya udah kayak siapa ya cepet yang paling cepet tamat. Udah habis pelurunya. Tinggal beli gamepad yor, bisa tiduran. Gamepad satu yang bikin deg-degan itu Tenchu yor. Anjing Tenchu. Tenchu ngentiau. Tahu ini nggak Bloody Roar, guys? Bloody Roar. Ada yang tahu nggak Bloody Roar? Game kayak Tekken.
I mean, we noted it in map. There were some rounds that were just like they are not respecting the individual ability of some of these players.
Oh, and they got punished for it. I don't know if Shy got noted there. Doesn't really seem to matter much.
DRX read that as
Metal Slug rebutan naik robot. Cuju. Gimana ya dia suaranya ya?
How much damage can be done? Clock running a little late for my taste. It's going to catch all 3 players at the back of the side. This becomes a problem. But it gets bailed out. At first, we're still going to find RB. 20 seconds now. The flank's on the way as well. Do not forget about that. It's slowly building behind. Shy's en route.
Lah, tadi perasaan rame orang.
There's that flank though. Any damage, any connection would have been the dream. 10 more seconds. This would be a tall task. One slipped away towards the garage and he's only got that sheriff.
Oh, nice. Downhill juga seru, guys, sama ini. Road race ya, apa sih yang pukul-pukulan pakai motor itu? Anjing dah. Itu taik sih. Seru sih, zaman dulu ya. Terus main Dragon Ball GT yang ada cheatnya yang keluarin Goku yang Super Saiyan berapa tuh? 5 ya. Terus adu pakai stick turbo, anjing. Terus main Super Shoot Soccer. Terus main apa ya? NASCAR Rumble juga, anjing dah. Itu seru, kenapa mainnya sama temen, cok. Aku cinta Tokopedia kapan habis ini ya. Ntar kita 3 kali ini ya. 3 kali ini ya. Gokil Super Saiyan 5, sharp. Gokil ya. Pusing bro, pusing. Yang mati adversonya. Sakit lagi nih gua. Yang Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto digabung lah.
Leviathan can get done on the retake though.
This is going to be really difficult to break back in towards. You can already see that Buzz is going to commit towards the site, maybe to facilitate a little bit more of a crossfire from Doc. She's just going to swing it out now. Yeah, there it is. Really lovely work. That's the strength of DRX. That's the shutdown. 4 stands.
Gila ini. Lo pernah nggak rental PS terus nyimpan berapa menit gitu biar gue nggak pernah rental PS guys. Sumpah. Gue nggak pernah ke rental PS selama hidup gue. Gue cumannya ke warnet doang rental. Karena di rumah gue udah ada PS1 sama PS2. Tau Vigilante PS1, gue taunya Jackie Chan guys. Jackie Chan, tau Jackie Chan nggak? Aduh sakit ini gue anjing. Fuck.
Couple of scenarios here where you could argue Taco if he's rewarded for this presence in mid, but in that regard you also then have to credit DRX, right? The use of the utility early on, not burning up the drone to find out where Taco is, putting the turret down outside on second mid. Little things like this, DRX are going to start now sending these factors.
DRX let's go Jet Li taunya Jackie Chan, gila masa nggak tau Jackie Chan? Jackie Chan Stun Master sih. Kalau nggak mau Pepsi Man kan? Pepsi Man, game cuma lari-lari doang tapi seru cok. Zaman dulu kayak kita seru ya. Tapi kayak kita sekarang tuh lihat grafiknya buriknya minta ampun anjing. Pepsi Man kayak tai. Pepsi Man cikal bakal temperan men. Bukan temperan. Subway Surf, tau nggak Subway Surf dulu? Subway Surf. Nggak tau lah.
He's not having the starts he wants. This time the impact lacking and the utility just poured on.
Halo?
Has to give up the site. Has to give up the site. There's nothing he can do about this. Maybe look for another option through Garage. And he's quick to it, don't get me wrong. He is real quick to it. The call gets made. And Zest finds him. A follow-up's really not much sweat here. The only roll damage done is shot. And this is comfy work. This is DRX really going through the motions now.
Oh, shit. King left Sheriff in hand, and he will fall. Again, just note the utility usage. The fault line comes through, the nano swarm from Buzz from so deep to actually make sure that that retreat back to spawn is even more difficult. And RB this time around, not taking any risk. I mean, 2 and 6 here in Haven, but he's creating so much space for his team. It's the second time now we've seen him fully commit to this updraft dash onto the top of default. DRX are rewarded for it. Well, hopefully Levi can stop the bleeding here, because it's developing into a...
shit, man.
The half is going to get more and more uncomfortable for them. Again, look at this. A 3-man stack towards Garage. There's not a single swing outside of it. It's a straight away.
Ente 500k. Apa 500k?
They have awoken a different look. And well, that's going to at least take down RB, but Buzz...
Apaan 500k?
Elzer in the back lines.
Nonton Tara Arts gak? Nonton, gue nontonnya GT. Gemak, gue nontonnya Gemak, bukan Tara Arts, Gemak. Yo, tau The Warrior gak?
Let's go of it for a second, and it's been ripped away. King now a little disjointed, but he does get the job done for a second time of asking. Buzz going to fill the void. Now Taco presented a possible situation. A 1v2.
Hi, your babik, hello.
He's going to force Taco to re-clear all this close space towards Garage. Buzz still got the molly. Aftershock available, Rolling Thunder as well in the 2v1. And yes, it's an operator. Whether or not Taco is actually going to switch out to a rifle for this retake. He's got the opportunity now that he's driven back from spawn. See if he even gives this one a shot.
Tahu Shaolin Soccer nggak Yor, yang bola ada jurusnya PS1? Bukan Shaolin Soccer, Super Shit Soccer.
Losing that operator would be an issue.
I mean, it's off sync from his tour de force as well, so definitely a consideration to make. We'll concede the 6th here to DRX. Like I said, it's just
Gue tahu Tara Ars, tapi gue ngikutinnya Gema dulu zamannya dia main GTA sama Odi. Nah itu setelah Odi udah nggak ada, gue udah nggak nonton lagi karena udah nggak seru. Bukan nggak seru sih, kayak sosok kurang yang rusuh tuh nggak ada tuh gak? Odi namanya temennya. Bentar ya, bentar. Iya kurang aja rasanya. Ya main Luna Online ya enggak. Gue dulu mainnya shit namanya apa? Ragnarok. Tantra atau Tantra Online nggak kalian? Digimon Rumble Arena bukan Royal Rumble. Digimon Rumble Arena yang seru. Bimo sama Jetes sih, Jetes, Odi, nah itu tuh yang seru-seru tuh. Ya kocak, gak ada yang mati. Wah gila bener-bener Leviathan udah pusing cok. Ini Leviathan udah pusing, udah DRX fix main. Kumpulin ular itu ya di Jimo yang bulat iya. Udah guys. Ini gokil GG sih ini sumpah. Anjing Twisted Metal. Iya itu gue Twisted Metal 4 yang paling gue suka guys dari semua game sumpah Twisted Metal. Dapetin Axel, dapetin Sweet Tooth, dapetin apalagi ya namanya ya. Kentot Rhino ya atau sih yang map sebelum Sweet Tooth tuh apa ya? Fuck. Jetes jadi karyawan Tara sama iya, tapi yang mainstream tetap game bounce di HP Nokia sih. Itu kan karena lu di sekolah aja anjing. Ketahuan tuanya yuk kayak Kevin lah, lu lebih tua lagi tahu juga kan lu babi. Aduh jadi pengen Twisted Metal dah. Ada nggak sih Twisted Metal udah nggak produksi lagi ya dia ya? Main Gunbone gak ya? Main. Gunbone O2J main. Gunbone dulu tuh sampai kapak yang ada buletan merah di bawah, tau gak? Itu main sampai gitu. Mau ke tongkat susah cok. Sumpah susah banget, jago-jago orang. Losaga main enggak, gue mainnya gamepad apa namanya dulu namanya? Bukan, sebelum Losaga tuh ada satu lagi Get Amped ya. Get Amped. Need for Speed Most Wanted main lah, itu udah wajib harus dimainin. Itu pecinta Need for Speed harus main Most Wanted bro. Itu game wajib. Main RF nggak terlalu. Yang main RF tuh si Dimas tuh Inverso. Dia ngabisin waktu itu berapa ya? 200 juta apa 500 juta dia. Terus dijual caranya cuma 1 juta. Kirain mainnya Get Amped seru anjing, Get Amped dulu.
Operator here, but you can already see Adverso drifting away from this. Leviathan not in any sort of position to purchase through from the next. And Taco still 4 away from the tour de force. This time around, DRX
gila boy. Wah ini sih udah pasti menang DRX gak sih guys? Ini udah 5000% wajib, udah pasti menang DRX sih. Dikejar loh, karena udah kaya, dikejar anjing sampai dikejar. Nexia main lah. Dulu nyari apa? Ginseng, terus apa? Dulu tuh paling gila tuh mage huntingnya di kepiting. Hellfire. Terus kalau masih noob cari duitnya cari Excalibur dijual, nanti ada level-level Excaliburnya. Ayo Dance nggak begitu main gua. Cuman ya main dikit-dikit doang. RF zaman John Banting Sisi Prince itu iyalah. Lu pasti main Harvest Moon pakai Game Shark kan Yor? Enggak gua. Gua cuman Harvest Moon aja gua cuma sampai tahun pertama. Males anjing. Main game Loper Koran Gavin. Gua lupa namanya apa itu. Loper Koran apaan? Pangnya main gak Yor? Pangnya enggak. Temen gue yang pada main tuh, Pangnya itu susah anjing. Ada pakai kalkulator anjing apaan dah? Ada rumus, main ada rumus. Kalau main Gunbone diginiin layar nih, diginiin nih, ini udah menang DRX guys, ya nggak sih? Loper Koran, Pangnya kalkulatoran, iya.
DRX, they're done with messing around.
Gila bako. Game Cat versus Dog ya lempar-lemparan ini ya. Tulang ikan sama tulang sapi ya. Gila berarti dulu gue tua juga ya. Anjing semua game gue mainin tai. Dulu gue anak warnet guys, gila. Gue dulu member dulu tuh member tuh gue bisa total main tuh dulu ya waktu masih bocil tuh berapa ya 10 apa 15 juta 10 jutaan ya pokoknya sampai gue member gue tuh platinum, dimana member gue platinum itu udah GG ini udah GG member gue platinum itu 1 jam 1750 guys. Entot 1 jam 1750 anjing.
RB just has to play his life, buy a little time for this man, Zest, to crunch around, and maybe they can escape, but they don't know that there's this many on the flank, surely.
Mel's is actually going to stick the TP towards Heaven. No, I expected it.
Ya, kok di cancel?
It's going to give them a clean plant. Zest, Hunter's Fury online.
Paperboy namanya sampai gue googling anjing. Lu cupu kalau belum pernah main Virtual Cop. Main gue Virtual Cop. Kayak ini kan, itu kan Virtual Cop kan kayak main game di time zone apa sih namanya? Time Crisis. Hehe. Seru tahu Pangnya itu tuh kan buat all in one. Iya. Berarti lu dulu anak warnet banget ya, Kovelik ya? Lu anak warnet ya? Seminggu berapa kali warnet Yor? Seminggu tuh setiap hari. Dapat jajan simpan main 2 jam. Masih lumba-lumba kan Yor ngisi billingnya yoi. Anak Emporium Binus gue ya ampun. Gila Empo berarti sekarang udah lama banget ya. Empo ya anjing Grenches gak main. Pokoknya gue udah kalau semenjak yang gak main warnet, gue tuh gue tuh nggak main warnet tuh pas udah SMP guys, karena SMP gitu loh, karena udah beli PC sendiri gitu. Main Ragnarok private server, Zeus kalau kalian tahu Zeus tau gak?
Moment of respite there, Leviathan winning out on that last round. That being said though, Sideshow, it could very...
Ninja Saga berarti si Yor dulu main dikit-dikit doang Ninja Saga. Zeus yang pertama, gue nggak tahu high rate apa low rate tuh. Gue sempat bolos. Kalau nggak bininya steps. Enggak, tapi di warnet gue depan tuh ada jualan mie ayam, ketoprak, batagor. Tapi minimnya taps. Taps ngentot. Minum taps. Minum taps anjing. Enggak teh botol dulu taps anjing dah. Terus bercandanya kalau bocil-bocil tuh minum tes tuh mabok-mabok karena soda ngentot.
take a peek. RB was going to be on him. He's getting stunned.
Tarik dah.
There's no options for him. There's just no options.
And there's no one there to help.
Losaga nggak main gua. Dragon City main. Zeus kan anak-anak sekarang tahu beda ya. Iya, Zeus tuh dulu ada namanya dulu Ragnarok. Zeus itu dulu ramenya setengah mati lah itu. Private server di Ragnarok tuh ramenya gila banget. Taps kangen chess yang dulu dah main chess lan di warnet. Iya main deathmatch ya, kita mainnya deathmatch loh. Deathmatch saya seru loh. Tahu nggak sih kalian main chess 1,6, 1,0, 1,3 tuh? Mapnya namanya chess deathmatch kalau nggak AWP map. Kayaknya gue tahu tuh ada yang jadi member pelatih dari tambah ratu Giant Net bukan ya? Loh, kok lu tahu? Hah? Itu gue main di sana. Yang sebelahnya Rainbow, sebelahnya Seroja. Lu anak sana ya? Anjing. Loh. Warnet gue namanya Giant Net. Mampus ke spill warnetnya. Kok tahu? What the fuck, man? Lu juga platinum. Tahu lu dia. 1750 per jam. Anjing. Jangan-jangan temen gua nih. CSGO nggak ada deathmatch ya? Nggak ada. Nggak tahu sih ada atau enggak sih. Ada kayaknya. IMAP kayaknya. Dulu. Catat ngomong kopnya mas PC sama 3 apa sih jangan kasih orang. Anjing. Tapi dulu kalian main Warcraft gak sih? Tahu Warcraft gak? Ada kayak Pyramid Escape, terus OP-nya nih yor, utangnya belum bayar muka lu. Main Ghost Online enggak? Nggak jelas Ghost Online. Ser gimana dari pas lawan FX map 1 dan 2 turut terima map 2 sih. Nggak nonton gua map 2, map 1 gila sih. Anjing kok bisa tahu Giant Net? What the fuck man? Ini fix sih, ini kayak orang yang dekat rumah gua sih nih feeling gua nih. Starcraft gua mainnya. Bukan Starcraft. Dulu tuh gua mainnya Battle Realms. Battle Realms tau nggak? Battle Realms. Wah ini bisa comeback gak nih? Mana yor orangnya anjir nggak tahu.
Gotta get them fired up. Gotta do something right now. Don't normally like the idea of, you know, they need the cheerleader, like the classic, like dislike of coaches who are purely the ones who just scream behind teams.
Warcraft custom main map apa aja yor?
They're trying it again, and Taco this time probably gets
Warcraft custom mainnya apa ya? Pyramid Escape, Silent Hill.
Taco still stands, and here comes the flood. Still keeping things somewhat okay.
Wah ini bisa comeback nih. Main Diablo 2 yor pakai charm jadi imba. Diablo juga main tapi gua nggak segila itu sih. Gue main Battle Realms, main Starcraft juga main dikit-dikit. Stronghold gak Dragon Nest tahu, teman gak main. Zaman-zaman gak boleh main Tekken sama Mortal Kombat karena keras. Terus main ini guys, kalau udah beranjak dewasa mainnya ke mall, mainnya MT anjing. MT3 DX Plus. Mobil lu apa? RX7 anjay, Evo 9, Evo 10 tai. Game penghabis uang anjing sekali main 4.000 ngentoy.
And here comes a little bit of the first attempt at this, but he's found a little bit of a corner to tuck into, so gets to keep his life here, Buzz. And look at the pressure this put just to one man and his judge. As Taco's going to slice through the middle of them, this could entice them to go back towards that A site. Keep a couple away from those rotations, so Zest needs to be good for this.
Waduh, Zest nge-weave.
That's options now. Taco's going to try and peel away and kind of backfill this as well.
Terus di banner warnetnya apa sih yang pernah main di sini? Enggak lah anjing. MT sekarang sekali main 15.000. Hah? Nah udah skip. Sian online, sian nggak? Sian nggak main gua. What the fuck bisa miset?
Fills the void, taking down Taco. There's more on the side. There's so many willing to fight.
Stacks gila nih, stacks gila.
Stunners from Stacks. Keeping the site in check and getting double digits for DRX.
Gila Stacks, apa itu le anjing?
When is he actually going to swing something? Because I expect RB is banking on finding this kill. Slows things down perfectly. The fault line sent towards long allows him to actually come through and trade this onto Taco. Played to perfection here by Stacks. Bails DRX out. I thought Leviathan had missed the window of opportunity there, but they actually weighed it out correctly.
Needed one of those. You can see how devastating is on the other side. Frustration.
2005 silver, 2000 gold, 1700 platinum yor. Iya anjing, ya segituan lah. Tinggal bukan 2500. Kalau enggak 3000 gold 2200 ya. Gue lupa dah, pokoknya platinum 1700. Ya sekitar segitulah. Giant Net dulu murah. Mainnya waktu jam. Gue dulu mainnya di pojokan. Sama teman-teman gue di pojokan tuh ada 5 kayak gini guys. Jadi di pojok tuh ada 5 komputer. Nah biasanya tuh gue mainin tuh berlima sama teman-teman gue di sana semua tuh. Gue udah booking biasanya. Bukan booking sih, kayak udah kayak tag tempat itu di bawah AC. Wah gokil dah. Di pojok dah. Di belakang.
Buzz, he's got himself tucked in. Does he get checked? Donnie does. Good work. Diligent work from King. Good follow-up as well. Melza, they are still alive. Leviathan are not out of this yet. Ooh, DRX. Considering you got that operator out there with RB. Zest as well.
Game Valorant 10-20 tahun lagi bisa jadi kenangan juga nih. Iya, buat anak-anak yang baru ini ya. Korea mukanya sama kayak Sinteyong semua. Pojokan biar bisa nonton bokep Pukalu anjing. Ayo dong, cepetan DRX mau bobok nih turu.
There's 3 players here to defend Garage and C. And it's actually a 5-man push down long.
Yeah.
DRX still lose out. Like I said, great timing on the Paranoia to completely shut down that hit, but King fully clears on the back of the fault line as well. Unfortunately there for Buzz, but brilliant clearance from Leviathan.
Leviathan.
3 within 4. Operator carried across. It's only a Guardian in the hands of Zest. No upgrade found anywhere. Potential here to put the Blade Storm to use, but
nonton bokep kalau di wallet dulu bikin nge-lag pasti dicari bocah-bocah yang bikin nge-lag siapa. Gua nggak pernah nonton gituan. Gua anak baik-baik.
The timeout called.
There's no taking chances, I think now, right? You've got those little bit of a glimpse of
us.
I don't want to say like
glimpse of
us,
us.
But a stronger looking side here on this half, right? They've come back in, look pretty diligent, quick tune up for DRX, and probably the right call at this point.
Well, I mean, it does come back to that very basic, right? DRX are losing some of these key gunfights that they're positioned to really absorb this.
Hai ganteng, halo. Gimana cara main warnet? Sekarang tuh warnet tuh di Jakarta tuh udah sepi ya. Maksud gua kayak orang-orang kayaknya udah punya laptop, udah punya PC sendiri. Kayak gue liat kayak jarang banget orang ke warnet tuh sekarang. Ya, maksudnya bukan ya ada, tapi maksud gua kayak jarang gitu deh. Rata-rata pada bangkrut. Lu nge-gym tiap hari apa, Yor? Setiap hari, biasa tergantung sih. Senin sampai Kamis, Senin sampai Jumat juga. Minggu, tergantung lah, tergantung mood. Nonton kayak buka YouTube ya kena omel. Ya pernah sparring sama Subasa, pernah. Kalau Bekasi masih rame. Enggak, di Jakarta. Kalau misalkan di luar Jawa, di luar Jakarta gue sih masih percaya ya. Masih banyak internet cafe tapi yang bagus, tapi yang bertahan paling ada premium doang ya udah pakai 1660 sama 144 cafe tadi banyaknya. Iya sih. Karena lu berharap buat kayak gitu dong susah anjir. Ya TP-nya gagal, cuek.
Yeah, positioning for full retake potentially here. Side taken. King pops the ult, clears. No one's here anyway. You already saw them kind of falling back to these positions. Just sends it. Spike down, and actually King, got to be careful here not to get caught out. You want to see this being composed, you want to see this being clean, and DRX are going to do everything they can to try and deny that.
I should try and do some damage in long as well, actually.
This is now a problem. Adverso forced to fight.
Anjing.
What? 4 back to back. That is unbelievable from DRX.
I mean, blink and you miss it. That was one of the cleanest retakes you will see on A site. The fault line clears through, the aftershock comes down into hell, and they explode. I mean, the Leviathan get absolutely swept off the site. That was beautiful.
The best retake I've ever seen, anjing. What the fuck, man?
And again, you're right. And look at this. The pacing on this is perfect. And there's no comfort anywhere. But that first shot from Buzz is exceptional. But every single one of them just had a place to be. Unreal. Unreal.
I mean, no stone left unturned.
Anjing.
Something for every single corner.
Wow. That's gorgeous. RB straight away going to keep that momentum high. Connecting towards King. Buzz going to fall away. They've got that pick. They can now start.
Tangerang kalau cheating satu dulu yang bagus. Ah, WIB dulu dah. WIB. Cuma di tokped dia pengeluarannya sampai akhir bulan. Gila, boy.
Oh, this is dangerous now. They're aware of at least 2 players here. At least they should be. Flash is good, but Buzz still turns it. Buzz starting to hit some shots here. Melzer and Taco. Taco's on a very
GG guys, GG guys, adik-adik. Siap-siap kita, ini siap-siap ya guys ya. Langsung ya kita ulang ya. Langsung aku cinta Tokopedia right now, nggak pakai lama, nggak usah banyak bacot. Langsung sambil tunggu ya guys ya, gas. Gas, 3 orang, gas, nggak pakai lama, nggak usah pakai kecot. Ini udah pasti GG nih bentar lagi nih. Anjing nih buat semua emang 400 orang. Iya nih, nggak ada yang ngechat, sedih.
And patience being displayed. Good work from DRX doing exactly as prescribed, but what a round again. DRX really starting to find strength here.
And it does look a little disjointed now from the Leviathan. Like I said, Shy's there so quickly, he's got no support, then Adverso's in a really weird spot where actually wins out.
GG guys ini mah, anjing lo money lagi.
They're able to slow down Melzer on long and
aduh, pakai timeout lagi.
Perfectly. Make sure that there's nothing coming on the back of
Mau
that.
kalah ya. Masih aja.
Feels like the last stand here for Leviathan. Scary position to be in as well. Buzz has that lockdown. They can lean away from A site a little bit now if they want to get proactive elsewhere. They have the rolling thunder to make that even easier, should they choose to. Leviathan do have a rolling thunder of their own. Couple of these ultimates, only one away, but again with this purchase, it just becomes so unlikely they're able to string something together. Good conversion factors, but they need to put themselves in an early advantage, or at least find their way onto a site.
Again, this is one of those that highlights what's so good about DRX, so strong about them, and also gives you a lot of hope for Leviathan in the future. But I feel like you're starting to hit those stumbling blocks of experience coming in. Simply having the reps, the depth, everything that you always accredit to teams with experience on these stages that have done this more than once. This is a great debut. You're taking DRX to 3 maps. You made them look silly on map 1. That's fantastic. But again,
not many teams embarrass DRX.
No, it is a very, very short list.
Wah, DRX bisa masuk final nih, gua rasa nih. Anjing. Mantap. Ayo guys, aku cinta Tokopedia right now. Cepat. Berapa orang nih ikut? 107 orang doang. Astaga. Buset. Dikit banget.
Where do they take this heavier stack this time towards that seaside kind of garage window positioning?
Let's go.
Zest, full faith in the post plant if they need it in the retake. And the site says exactly that. They have plenty to play with, but actually they're reaggressing early. Zist's gone back in, the double dip. Flashed up, tagged up, put down. Quick connection though for Stacks though. This is looking like it's his side. Has to respect the ult coming in. Has to fall away now.
Verso does still have the aftershock though. So should be able to deal with this nice and quickly. There you go. Going to be completely ripped away. And now you question some of the utility that DRX are lacking on this. It's a judge on the retake, an operator in the hands of Stacks. RB doesn't even have a dash here.
And I've seen this before. Last time they only had pistols.
Don't have the paranoia though, so there's a lot more to clear.
Has to be forced forward.
Wah gila ini retake-nya begini lagi kah?
Surely they shut this down this time. Buzz, Stacks, Buzz still trying to fight it out. Buzz doing everything he could. Not this time. Leviathan learning on the job.
Ya tanggal 25 sampai akhir bulan, diskon gede-gedean sepuasnya. Ya bisa di Tokopedia. Indonesia belanja di Tokopedia. Pompa.
Try and isolate a duel here on A, but immediately back away on the back of RB showing presence with the operator.
Wah ini kalau comeback gokil sih. Ini gokil sih kalau comeback.
Learning the utility stack as well. Buzz has to respect it. Falls away from Garage and gives it up. 2 towards the site and rotations en route. Leviathan still need to get past these two. Have been very, very solid at holding this.
Mako's timing on his paranoids has been insane. He slows this hit down once again. Leviathan have to re-dig through, but Verso's going to find the opening.
And against the odds, against potentially numbers now, you've got support coming in this way. This flank in middle could be big, and actually they're peeling away. They've hit the emergency button. They're bailing out. The TP's come in. Leviathan are winning the fights, and they're actually going to potentially take this to 8. Stacks and RB. Probably not loving the idea of getting involved in this. Might just want to keep what they've got, but I mean, they could try and do a little bit of chip damage here and there, but lovely turn of events for Leviathan, looking way more mobile here.
Ayo dong DRX satu lagi, cok. Kalau udah ngantuk ya adik-adik ya. Aduh, 128 doang yang ikut ya. Aduh, sedih. Aduh, gimana ini adik-adik? 130. Paling nggak 200 lah. Aduh, kecewa. Pada turu, iya yang nonton 400-an padahal.
Please RB take the shot. You saw the barrier. It's always awkward when you got the operator tucked into a corner, but should be able to scrape together a purchase here. DRX maybe considering.
Uset timeout lagi. Kok bisa timeout lagi? Ada berapa timeout sih?
It's not going to be a full purchase. RB drop one across. There'll be light shields and. But maybe feeling the heat a little bit here because there's another one where Leviathan have found space. Taco, again, you've got to credit him in that situation, being the one to relay that information. DRX so desperate to rotate an extra man across to stop some of these hits. The thing as well is when Leviathan have shown these executions, it's pretty much 4 or 5. It's never 1 or 2 probing.
No, it's not
for
just like a little, you know, attempt at anything. It is committed. So not, it's hard to kind of play to. So for DRX, this is the last timeout in regular time they're going to be able to call. So you're hoping for their sake they can really lock down the game within this. And I do want to see that buy coming in because again, the money's not perfect, but it's enough to put something together. Again, this does open up a chance for Leviathan here.
Guys, kalian gak ada yang ke PRJ, guys. Kalian gak ada yang ke PRJ. Udah, jangan di spam, guys. Udah, cukup sekali aja, kocak. Kalian gak ada yang ke PRJ ya? Aduh. Rame banget gak sih? PRJ? PRJ apa Pekan Raya Jakarta?
Zowie doesn't swing that deep. Taco is on the other side. And that's the start the Leviathan would have wanted. Buzz tested. Shorty noted. And the switch out. Trying to bait him in on the angle if they have to, but Buzz just going to respect it and fall away for now.
Ayah wae ya ada.
Melza is on the other side of this.
Aduh, Mako mati nih. Aduh, bener kan anjing ada aja. Biasanya ke PLJ udah sering. Kalau Malming ya biasanya ada musiknya. Aduh, kers masak sih. Itu kok Corsairnya bisa kotak gitu ya guys ya? Sniper scope-nya kok bisa kotak gitu ya? Gimana caranya ya? Bisa kotak gitu gimana caranya guys? Gue pengen ngapain anjing lama banget. Iya cok. Wah pusing bas anjing.
Stax makes his appearance on the site.
Stax. Aduh.
Come on now, Stax getting a little.
Wah, Stax gila banget, guys. Dia kalau pakai Vandal bunuh 3 udah itu. Tapi pas pakai Vandal nge-weave. Anjing Stax. Stax.
It's pixel perfect as well. A couple of mistakes now starting to show.
It's tense out there, Mike.
Yor pernah ke Samarinda nggak? Salam dari Samarinda. Nggak pernah. Salam dari Samarinda. Samarinda tuh di mana ya guys ya? Kalimantan kan? Iya. Salam balik. Thank you bro.
They can invest a few bodies for trades here. They haven't got to worry about the finances.
Gua mohon maaf ya, mohon maaf jujur. Geografi gue jelek banget, 40 gua. 40 50 gue di rapot merah, bro. Mohon maaf banget, gua hafalan cacat. Phantom min 140 gila Vandal enggak ada yang kena. RTX 3060 sama i5 Gen 12 bottleneck gak yor? Enggak lah, gila lu, mana-mana lu bottleneck. Enggak cuma lu doang kok, Yor. Jujur, mohon maaf banget, gue nggak tahu. Yor, oi, enggak lah, aneh, orang aneh aja 6.200 XT, enggak. Tenang aja, there's the sponsor show. Gak cuma doang kok, Yor. Oke. Retake A-nya retake, bro. Retake nih, apakah akan terjadi lagi pengulangannya seperti itu? Kita lihat nih, guys, kita lihat nih. Kita lihat ya pengulangan, apakah terjadi pengulangan? Kalau misalkan kalahnya begini sih kocak sih. Apakah akan terjadi pengulangan? Sumpah.
Surely they've learned by now. You can see everyone sitting a little bit deeper this time, and you're right. Adverso can sit a little bit more tucked in. It's only a 1-for-1 trade. RB trying to close the gap. Zest did take him down. Now that deeper hold is in place, but they've got to keep their eye on the spike. This is where Tragedy could strike. This is where it all could go wrong. Taking him off the defuse by just popping the ult. Just the audio cues enough. Then posts it, then sends it. And the Leviathan are actually holding it down this time. Stax has been great, but a 1v3 I think is a little out of his hands.
Masih dapat satu lagi.
Now Leviathan.
Retake-nya gitu mulu tapi work anjing.
I was talking about that rhythm, the purchases. It's going to be really awkward. If Leviathan actually win this out, they have a massive opportunity. I mean, the ults are the only thing standing.
Wah, ini kalau misalkan kalah, wah. Anjing, waktu tidur gue bertambah. Kentot.
Real war of attrition between these two teams here on Haven.
Is this a mid push? There's two people walking mid right now. This is so all in. RB's walking down.
Well, they're going to find the spike outside a window here if they go deep enough.
Wah anjing, apa ini bro?
They're all committing.
Apa ini bro? Woi, apa ini bro? What the fuck man? Apa ini bro?
DRX looking to punish that.
Waduh. Apa ini bro?
This is something else. Patience being shown on either side, and surely question marks starting to rise. Curious as to what's going on, where the players are. No contact heard, no shots found, not a smoke permitted.
There's 3 members of Leviathan thinking there's nobody picking A.
Apa ini bro? What the fuck?
So they're almost going to read this as an A stack.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It could be. Any indicators, anything. Given nothing. Taco's got the spike. And this is where... There it is. There's the spot. Shy's got to at least seen one. Maybe no... Yeah, that's definitely going to know more. And I think Buzz might have... I don't know if Buzz shot there.
Kok Buzznya nggak mau pick ya?
They've got to have an idea of what's going on. Yeah, absolutely. DRX are now in trouble. They've been found.
That's 2 noted. Zest actually playing very deep towards spawn here.
Gila dipakai ulti buat ke A. Gokil. Dia ultinya ke... Wah, buat ngusir terus dia ke A. Waduh. Gokil. Kita lihat nih. Wah, anjing ngeflank ini. Wah, cok.
Confidence from Taco and just in the right measure of it as well. And they pour in there. No idea. Is that a pass? Oh no! It's a tragedy in the making. RB's done well, and RB's still turning. It ain't over yet. Melza and Shy, the last 2 alive, and it's RB to try and take him on. Time is of the essence, and he has so little of it left. You got to check on this. You got to check on this. He's trying to get the fight. He's got it halfway. He's doing everything he could, and Shy
oh shit, man!
Keeping Leviathan in this. They are not out of it yet. It's 11-12. One more round of regulation.
I'm sure that they've drawn out so many ultimates from DRX as well. The purchase is going to be there, but it's a force. This isn't a full purchase. I mean, there's gaps here, light shields, glass cannon from RB. What a round from Leviathan. So it's almost at the point where
literally semuanya dipakai cuman buat ngusir midnya terus.
But they wait out even longer. And credit to Shy there. Absolute diligence shown.
Gila, Fikri dipanggil mulu, famos.
Wow. But this is for all the marbles, right? It could all be for nothing. DRX could lock it down now and it's done and you move on, and it's only something you look back on once in a while. But take it to OT and the story could be different. We find out now, and you're right, that buy is shoddy from DRX. Early attempts made, and RB got a deeper angle here. They know that this is where Taco likes to fall back to, and actually Leviathan are walking this way. Beauty of having that utility strike clear, but a vulnerability shown. Can RB make it out in time? Noted, seen. They're going to try and apply a little bit more pressure, but where to? Instantly readjusting towards middle.
Wow, udah. GG DRX menang. GG DRX menang. GG DRX menang. Woo! Let's go.
Position again. Paranoia going to slow things down. Buzz tucks himself onto logs here. Melza's already drifted out long though. He's going to know one, but Buzz still wins it.
And now just to Stacks gets punished. Shy still there. Yeah, Buzz got to be careful now. Press the corner, loses life quickly. Beheaded.
Yes, let's go.
Pull it back together. Leviathan faced tragedy, but DRX, man, they woke up.
Wow. I mean, the resilience shown here from DRX, because Leviathan really took it to them here in this second half of Haven.
Absolutely
pushed them to the brink.
Anjing.
I mean, this was a broken purchase here.
Let's go guys, kita langsung roll it. Isnan, well, thank Isnan. Kau masih di sini nggak Isnan? Isnan. Jangan lupa di follow Instagram, bro. Isnan. WIB cuman di Tokopedia tiap tanggal 25 sampai akhir bulan, diskon gede-gedean harus sepuasnya. Wah, bisa di Tokopedia. Udah tidur nih kayak gas. 4, 3, 2, 1, roll. Hatma bangkit. Hatna bangkit. Ini 3 orang. Adik-adik. Ayo adik-adik. Cepetan adik-adik. Mau bobo adik-adik. Ada bang. Siap. Mana? Instagramnya. Instagrammu apa? Instagrammu apa Hatna? Hatma bangkit. Oke siap. Hatma bangkit.
Like literally slapped about the map. So it's not even as if you come out of this thinking, actually DRX were awful today.
No, in my mind
actually pushed them way harder than I was ever anticipating.
Flat out, Leviathan are a really dangerous
Put
little
themselves
team.
on the map here.
Oh,
in a loss
for sure. And that's saying something. 'Cause a lot of us, you know.
Oke, kita roll lagi adik-adik. Udah gue chat ya, Hatma bangkit. Bisa di Tokopedia. Waktu Indonesia belanja di Tokopedia. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rizky. Wih, dapat Rizky apa? Rizky apa Rizky? Rizky. Woi, Hatma bangkit, balas chat gua kocok. Rizky apa Rizky? Rizky go, Rizky. Oke.
Stacks on the Haven performance.
Yeah.
He takes it, honestly.
Yeah, no,
he was so key. Marco, you can make a shout as well. Again, fantastic utility usage, but Stacks for me individually came up huge in some scenarios.
And I think they needed him. I think they needed him that bad. You need a
Oke, sekali lagi guys. Setiap tanggal 25 sampai akhir bulan diskon gede-gedean. Semua bisa di Tokopedia. Waktu Indonesia belanja di Tokopedia. Las. It's in the air. It's in the air. In the air. Pom pam. Kelvin. Loh. Kelvin. Gila yang dapat subscriber lama gua semua. Kelvin. Oh, udah dapat kemarin jangan. Kalau udah dapat kemarin jangan. Kita kasih yang ke lain dulu, oke? Kemarin udah dapat jangan. Makanya kemarin tuh lu udah dapat. Jangan ya. Kita cari yang lain ya. Oke, kasih yang lain. Oke, siap. Setiap tanggal 25 sampai akhir bulan diskon gede-gedean. Sepuasnya bisa di Tokopedia. Di Tokopedia. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. M Akmal. Hadir apa? Lu punya Instagram, bro? Jangan ini dong. Jangan di private dong. Jangan di private dong, Akmal. Jangan di private. Nggak mungkin kalau subscribe itu udah pasti bisa chat. Kalau nggak mungkin. Oke. Pokoknya guys, intinya nanti di chat sama pihak tokped H+14 dan biasanya di chat sama tokped yaitu sekitar Sabtu kalau nggak Minggu weekend. Jadi kalian sabar aja, oke? Oke, thank you guys semuanya. Hari-hari nggak dapat, besok masih ada dan lusa lagi masih ada. Oke guys, saatnya untuk gue capek off. Gue tidur dulu. Besok gue mesti ke stadion, oke? Sampai ketemu Rizky. Ini dapat apa bang? Ini dapat 100.000 gift, oke? 100.000 GoPay coin kalau nggak salah. Oke, thank you semua yang udah nonton. Thank you udah subscribe, like, comment, donate dan lain-lain. Sampai ketemu besok guys, oke? Sampai ketemu besok. Bye bye guys. See you. Bye bye guys. Dadah semua. Thank you semua.